High school football on Backcountry TV. Brought to you by Pioneer Flooring and Design, ERA Realty Center, Cedar City Motor Company, Tink's Superior Auto Parts, Mike Haight Insurance Agency, Gem Awards, Bobby's Upholstery, the Cedar City Chamber of Commerce, All About Smiles, Ron's Sporting Goods, Griffles, Midtown Tire and Auto, and Community Auto Center.
You're tuned to Backcountry TV and our coverage of Cedar High sports tonight. Juab coach Josh Bennett. You know, there's a lot of aspects of the game that receive a lot of attention. Mason has received a lot of attention, deservedly so. He's a great athlete. But I'll tell you one thing that I noticed in that game against Canyon View last week that told me that Cedar was getting there, and that is to watch up front in the first few plays of that ball game. It was clear that Cedar was going to win that battle, and if you win that battle, you win the game.
Oh yeah, I mean, we pride ourselves on setting a tone with the offensive line. That's our goal again this week. If we can control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, we're giving ourselves a good chance to win the football game. So
what are we looking at with this Juab team as far as they line up? I know there's some talented returning starters on that line.
Yeah, it's a good team. I consider them to be one of the better teams in 3A, and so we definitely have our hands full tonight. They run a lot of different formations, which can cause us issues. So we got to make sure we're lined up correctly, and we'll see how it goes. So
they've got a returning quarterback that's pretty good himself.
Yeah, absolutely. They got a couple offensive guys that we've got our hands full, and we've got to be very disciplined tonight. So
this is a pretty good test moving into our South Region play.
Yeah, as far as we've gone so far this year in our schedule, it's the best team we've played so far. So we've got to play our best game tonight to be able to win. So
coming out of that game last week, there were a lot of positives. You can never rest on your laurels, though. There's always a tough team coming up, and that's what it's going to be as soon as we get into region play as well.
Yeah, it's got to be constant improvement every week. If we're not improving, then we're going backwards. And so, we come back Monday, and I thought we've had a good week of practice and really focus on the things that we need to get better at, and we're hoping they can show tonight. So,
okay, Coach, let's go get a win.
Yeah, sounds good.
We'll be back.
So we all know that a salesperson's job is to generally do one thing, sell. Here's a thought. At Cedar City Motor Company, our product specialists are paid to help you find the right vehicle, not just the one that makes them the most money. Whether you buy a $3,000 car or a $50,000 truck, our product specialists get paid the same amount. We believe in one low price, plain and simple, always. Find the right vehicle at a price that isn't dependent upon your ability to negotiate. We're a new company with a new philosophy.
Ooh, look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
In Cedar City, your local Allstate insurance agency is the Mike Haight Insurance Agency. Call 435-775-1920.
Buying and selling real estate is a process with many steps involved to complete a transaction. That's why ERA Realty Center in Cedar City makes it as simple and straightforward as possible with well-trained and knowledgeable professionals. To find out more about your neighborhood, your new home search, or selling your house, contact an ERA Realty Center professional. Visit online at cedarcityera.com. For buying or selling, visit ERA Realty Center at 259 West 200 North in Cedar City or call 586-2777.
Hey, Backcountry TV, sell my stuff. Sell my stuff. Sell my stuff. If you have a garage full of stuff you don't need anymore and you want to sell or trade your stuff, we have you covered. Using your camcorder or smartphone, send us a video with the items you want to sell. Don't forget to make a sign with your name, phone number, or email address and price. Then email your video to sellmystuff@backcountrytv.net and we'll broadcast your items for free.
Welcome back to Cedar High School in preparation for the Juab Wasps and the Cedar High Redmen. Captains meeting at the middle of the field even as we speak. And for Cedar, it's going to be Mason Fakahua, also Jade Bullock. Who else is out there? Drake Lewis, and number 10 is Bailey Gray. And I'm not able to see the numbers for the Juab Wasps with the Redmen standing in the way, but we'll get those for you as we go.
I think we've got number 74 is one that I can see through there. No, that can't be right.
Number 77 is
There
a
we
captain.
go.
He's Ashton
77.
Seeley.
Yeah.
Number 5 would be the quarterback, Riker Osborne. And there's a couple more. We'll recognize those young men as we're able to spot them. Also, number 34 is going to be Peyton Bowering. And there's one left. There's the toss of the coin, and we'll have the results for you here in just a moment.
Hey, do you recognize those uniforms?
Juab has won, and they have deferred, and I do recognize those uniforms.
Strikingly, eerily similar to our visitor uniforms.
Number 35, Colton Wright, is the 4th captain on the Juab team, and it looks like Cedar going up against Cedar tonight, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. What was interesting is we
Gold
watched,
helmets for both.
I was watching film of them this last week, and Juab played Star Valley, Wyoming. Star Valley Braves. Guess their colors. Correct. Red and gold.
So the Juab Wasps have won the toss. They've deferred to the second half. It looks like it's going to be the Redmen to receive. And we will be underway here in just a moment. Chris Holmes with you tonight, along with the coach Cleve Weaver. And Cleve, it's another blessed night in southern Utah. I'll tell you, there's not a better spot in the world.
Yeah, especially now that the leaves are starting to change ever so slightly up on the hill. They're by the sea, and there's a little patch right underneath them and a few over where the homes are. But really just a nice place to play football. Beautiful night. Great band down there. Mr. Schertz does a great job tonight. They're being directed by Mr. Palmer from the middle school. I think Steve's preparing to pass the torch, as they do, and sometimes he's picking his understudy.
Yeah.
Mr. Palmer does a great job with the band at the middle school. Several of my kids have taken his class, and he's made musicians out of my genetics, so he must do something right.
We will have the Juab Wasps defend the north goal here at Cedar High School. The Redmen will defend the south. The Redmen dressed in black with red numbers trimmed in gold with gold helmets, black pants as well. And the Juab Wasp likewise gold helmets, white shirt, red numbers trimmed in black with maroon pants. And here comes the kick. It's a short end-over-end kick that's going to hit the ground, bounce, and be taken at the 20-yard line, 25, 30, 35, out to near the 40-yard line is the ball carrier. And that is Ragsdale, is it?
Yep, Zach Ragsdale, the senior. 5'9", 140 for the Redmen. Coach Bennett giving him a chance to shine and touch the ball. We don't see him really other than on the special teams. That must mean that Coach especially trusts him to catch that ball.
Yep, I spoke with him yesterday at practice. Fine young man. And we are set to go. Mason Fakahua will send 2 wide receivers each way. And it is Travis Tate, the running back to the left of Fakahua in the shotgun. A low snap. It's given to Tate right up the middle. He'll spin out of one tackle, and out near the 44-yard line is Travis Tate for a pickup of 4 yards.
Yeah, and you know, we talked before the game about how the line needs to control the line of scrimmage. Hayden Giles, Quade Murray, Ryder Berenson. Let's see, who else do we have out there? I can't get all of the numbers, but those guys, initial push, 4.5, 5 yards. That's a nice way to start the ball game.
Not a bad gain on 1st and 10, and it's 2nd and 6 now with the ball on the 44-yard line of Cedar. Man in motion is Drake Lewis. Give on the jet sweep, and Drake has turned the corner. He's across the 50, 45, 40, cuts back inside to the 30, 35, and caught from behind. They'll drop him at the 20-yard line. Big pickup there for Drake Lewis on the jet sweep, coming to the left and then cutting back to the middle of the field. Great job, Drake.
You know, and great job. Not everybody can put that foot in the ground and turn upfield like Drake just did. And number 77, Ashton Seeley, showing why he's one of the team captains as he plays middle linebacker. A good-sized kid, 6 foot, 210. Ran Drake down and an ankle tackle from behind. Nice job there.
One man to beat, and Seeley won the race that time. 2 wide receivers split out to the right, 1 to the left. And a man in motion once again. Here's Fakahua on the pitch, fumbled there by Travis Tate, and he falls on it for a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, nice play by the Redmen. They faked the jet coming back towards us, and then they went the speed option to the other side. Really well executed. That's a nice play because you can pitch it forward. It actually probably should have been marked as a incomplete pass, but nice play call, get the motion coming towards us, run the ball back away from us. And I thought it was a forward pass, but we're not in charge, correct?
Certainly looked that way. Start of the ball game brought to you by Pioneer Floor Covering and Design Center in the Providence Center. For quality flooring products, start with Pioneer Flooring, carpets, woods, laminates, tile, vinyl. Right next to Wingers, 1166 South Sage Drive. Fakahua back to pass, fires a strike, and it's in and out of the hands, incomplete of his intended receiver. That's Drake Lewis.
You know, when Mason takes that ball, he takes the snap, feels the pressure, he steps right up in the pocket. Beautiful job. I thought he'd thrown an interception, but he zipped that right in underneath the linebacker, and the wide receiver, or the defensive back, couldn't quite get to it, and almost had Derek Ball there on the right sideline, right near the goal line.
Threw the ball where only his man could get it. As it turned out, his man couldn't quite get it, but it falls incomplete, and that brings up a third, and it's a 3rd and 13 situation for the Redmen, as there was a 3-yard loss on that fumble a moment ago, which again, Cleveland I thought was an incomplete pass, but we don't count when it comes to those types of things. Fakahua back to pass, nice screen setup, complete to Ball, but he's caught from behind, and in to make the stop is number 6, Jakota Snow.
And about back to the line of scrimmage where they were, and the Redmen will run their PAT team on there and see if Blake can kick it in there. Blake has had some trouble over the years with some stress fractures in his leg. Let's hope that they're not a factor in this kick tonight, as it's going to be about a 41-yard field goal.
Now, he put a 45-yarder through the uprights yesterday at practice, but that's practice. Game is a whole different situation. The kick, the hold is down. The kick is a straight line drive kick, and it's low, incomplete, or unsuccessful, I should say. And the Redmen will turn the ball over.
Turn the ball over on downs, and that ball should be spotted at the 20-yard line.
Ooh, look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
In Cedar City, your local Allstate insurance agency is the Mike Haight Insurance Agency. Call 435-775-1920.
Let's face it, buying a pre-owned vehicle can be a challenge. What if you could eliminate all the risk? Where? Cedar City Motor Company. Peace of mind comes in many forms, like the fact that your pre-owned vehicle has a 7-day money-back guarantee, a 30-day exchange policy, and you get one low price, plain and simple, always. And that means a no-regret, mistake-proof car buying experience. Cedar City Motor Company. We're a new company with a new philosophy.
Buying and selling real estate is a process with many steps involved to complete a transaction. That's why ERA Realty Center in Cedar City makes it as simple and straightforward as possible with well-trained and knowledgeable professionals. To find out more about your neighborhood, your new home search, or selling your house, contact an ERA Realty Center professional. Visit online at cedarcityera.com. For buying or selling, visit ERA Realty Center at 259 West 200 North in Cedar City or call 586-2777.
Backcountry TV brings you the hard-hitting action of high school sports. Join us for all the play-by-play action as we spotlight our student athletes on the gridiron. Backcountry TV and Cherry Creek Radio cover all the live action on game night with playback of all the action every Tuesday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Watch the Cedar Redmen play on Tuesday at 7 with the action of the Canyon View Falcons on Wednesday at 7. Home or away, Backcountry TV will bring you the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Redmen, Falcons on Backcountry TV.
As we have our refereeing crew tonight, a couple of them from over the mountain, I believe, from over to Panguitch.
The ball will be spotted at the 20-yard line.
And a couple guys from St. George. We won't say their names so people won't burn their house or something in case they make some bad calls.
The Wasps come to the line of scrimmage with a wide receiver split far out to the right in Bowering. Up under center is the quarterback Osborne. And there's the snap. There was a little movement on the line. I thought there'd be a flag, but getting back just to the line of scrimmage is the running back. No gain on that play, maybe a loss of a yard.
You know, and if Daniel Jordan would have come under a little bit of control, he came through the middle there quite free and kind of ran right by the ball carrier from his defensive tackle position. Daniel, a big, strong kid, like I've mentioned before, a state placer in wrestling last year. He was about 6'2", 270, and really just solid and athletic.
The Wasps come to the line. They will mark his forward progress right at the line of scrimmage. So it's 2nd and 10. And here is Osborne once again looking to his left, fires, and it's knocked down. I believe it was tipped twice. Tipped initially by
Johnson, I believe.
Johnson, the defensive end there, Brandon Johnson, and then nearly caught for an interception.
Yeah, and that was just a good play by the Redmen.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down coming.
And that's Christian Peacock running back in at that defensive end on that far side.
That's your Zions Bank substitution. And split far out to the right this time is Jakota Snow.
And a 3-man front for the Redmen.
And will work out of the shotgun with a running back to each side is Osborne. Rolling to his right, looking downfield, firing, and it's going to be over the head of this intended receiver, Jakota Snow, incomplete, and brings up a punting situation.
Yep, and dropped on the sideline by one of the sophomore football players.
Yep, nearly caught there. His moment of glory by one of the sophomore
we would have
Redmen
mentioned him on the radio, even if you'd have caught it right there.
We sure
as Blake Fells.
Might even mention his parents.
Well, I don't know his parents. I know who he is, but I don't know his parents. As Blake Fells runs onto the field.
Punting situation, and it's going to be, can't see numbers yet, but it is usually Luke Maggio in this situation. Nope, it's going to be Braden Garrett with the ball. He drops the ball momentarily, gets out to the 49-yard line, and his forward progress is going to be stopped there. Looks like they're going to give him the 50-yard line.
And you know, decent field position for
Braden
the
Garrett
Redmen on this.
And Drake Lewis it was on the punt return. Maybe I'm not right there. Nope, that's number 8. That is Luke Maggio. I was right the first time.
Yeah, those numbers are easy to see up close, but they're kind of hard to see out there on the field. Nice block out there by Jade Bullock on the punt return team.
Second chance for the Redmen now with the ball spotted right on the midfield stripe. Here's Mason Fakahua, straight back to pass, looking downfield. Now he's going to tuck it away, and he is caught from behind for about a 3-yard loss.
You know, and that's one of those sacks that I wouldn't blame on the offensive line. I'd blame that on great coverage on the defensive backs. Sometimes you just have to hold on to it and hold on to it and hold on to it. And that's just a little much to ask your offensive lineman to keep someone off your quarterback that long. Maybe we got to run a different route right there, see if we can get somebody open. But that was great coverage by Juab.
2nd and 13 for the Redmen. And the ball, we'll call it 2nd and 14 as the ball is all the way back to the 46-yard line here on the 4-yard loss. Here's Mason Fakahua. He will give to the running back. Around the corner he goes, Travis Tate, and he's not going to get anything. In fact, he's going to lose another 3 yards.
Yeah, and you know, I think the Redmen right here, and maybe a little earlier in the downs, need to try and stretch the field lengthwise and try to get a few people off that line of scrimmage. Even though they only had 7 guys in what you call the box, all 11 players for Juab were pretty much within about 8 yards of the line of scrimmage.
That brings up a 3rd and about 16 yards to go, 17 yards to go for the first down. Mason Fakahua again out of the gun, drop back to pass, fires to the right, and it is beyond the reach of the intended receiver there, Drake Lewis.
And you know, some of the Cedar fans wanting a pass interference, you might could have got that as the defender had a hold of Drake's left arm. He couldn't quite get his arm up there. He got his right arm up there, knocked it a little bit, but he couldn't bring that one in as the punt team runs onto the field.
So a quick 3 and out for the Redmen, following the 3 and out by Juab. And it's going to be Shem Mackert in to kick it away. He'll stand on his own 30-yard line. We've already got our first Cedar Chamber timeout. Time for you to check out the Cedar City Chamber of Commerce monthly luncheon. Go to cedarcitychamber.org. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Buying and selling real estate is a process with many steps involved to complete a transaction. That's why ERA Realty Center in Cedar City makes it as simple and straightforward as possible with well-trained and knowledgeable professionals. To find out more about your neighborhood, your new home search, or selling your house, contact an ERA Realty Center professional. Visit online at cedarcityera.com. For buying or selling, visit ERA Realty Center at 259 West 200 North in Cedar City or call 586-2777.
Let's face it, buying a pre-owned vehicle can be a challenge. What if you could eliminate all the risk? Where? Cedar City Motor Company. Peace of mind comes in many forms, like the fact that your pre-owned vehicle has a 7-day money-back guarantee, a 30-day exchange policy, and you get one low price, plain and simple, always. And that means a no-regret, mistake-proof car buying experience. Cedar City Motor Company. We're a new company with a new philosophy.
Let's hear it for the Cedar High Pep Band. Back to kick, Shem Macker.
Shem once again standing on his own 30. There's the snap, and Shem will get one away. A high knuckleball that will hit and roll in favor of Cedar and will settle at about the 26-yard line of Juab, and that's where the Wasps will take over.
And a great kick, a good one to cover for the Redmen, but not as good a kick as we've seen Shem. I don't think he quite got his toe pointed on that one, and so that ball did some funny things. As you said, it was a knuckleball.
First quarter is brought to you by Double Tap Ammunition, where every round is hand inspected for quality. To find out how you can get the best ammunition around manufactured right here in Cedar City, visit DoubleTapAmmo.com. Two wide receivers split each way, and the quick throw out into the right flat is complete to number 3, and a gain of a good gain on the play. Alex White, the receiver,
and probably the best gain of the night for either team, really.
Pickup of about 7 yards, 2nd and 3 now for the Wasps with the ball on the 33-yard line. And Riker Osborne, senior, 6'1", 165 pounds, will bring the Wasps to the line and come up under center with I-backs behind him this time, a slot back in motion, and a wide receiver out to the right, give to the second man through. He'll bounce back out. That's Bowering. And nicely done there by Cedar to string that play out, little or no gain.
Yeah, great pursuit there by the Redmen, and Bowering looked to keep bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. And,
ran out of bounces.
I think he lost about a half yard every time he bounced, so it wasn't so bad for the Redmen to not be able to tackle him with the first one there. But usually you like to have your first defender there make that tackle so there's not a chance of them bouncing it and maybe getting a big gain.
Forward progress gets him back to the line of scrimmage, so it brings up a 3rd and 3. 5:08 left to go on your Gem Awards clock here in the first quarter play. Still scoreless. Here's the give on the reverse to Bowering, and he is close to a first down as he heads around the left side and crosses the 35-yard line. It'll be close, Cleve.
Yeah, and I think they got the first down on that as they ran out of a wing T look right there, and they faked the slant coming back towards us and handed it back to the up back going the other direction. Well executed. A good example of how Juab varies their formations and even the depth of their quarterback offensively.
First Bobby's Upholstery, first down of the ball game for the Wasps, brought to you by Bobby's Upholstery. New owners, same great people, turning out quality upholstery for your ATVs, cars, trucks, home furniture at 454 North Main. Here's the pass across the middle, incomplete. And nice defense there, led by Grant Ritchie, among others.
Yeah, and you know, just that little quick hit and hot pass, very similar to the one that Coach Peacock used to run with that slot receiver. They're running out of a trips formation. The quarterback was on center. He just stood up and threw it right at Bowery, and we were fortunate enough to be able to get a hand on it by one of our defenders as Coach Aaron runs some more defensive linemen on the field. I believe that's Blake Fells, and I didn't quite get the other number.
2nd and 10 on the 35-yard line for Juab, and the pitch around the left side, and whistles blow, flags fly before the snap of the ball. Maybe there's not a flag. Yes, there is one on the far side, and it looks like it's going to go against the Wasps.
It's going to be a procedure call or an encroachment, I believe.
Offsides it is against Cedar.
Offside brings up 2nd down.
That'll bring the ball out across the 40-yard line to the 41.
Yeah, and I think the defensive end was lined up offsides over there. I can't see a number, but I think that's who it was.
So a 2nd and 5 as the The Wasps pick up 5 yards the easy way there. And they'll send a wide receiver split out to the right with I-backs stacked behind Riker Osborne. The give to the second man through once again, and he's stacked up at the line of scrimmage and dropped for no gain.
The Red Men, pretty much have controlled that line of scrimmage tonight, haven't given up a whole bunch up the middle. The Wasps have been able to complete some passes get some yardage around the end as Blake Fells runs off and Sean Peacock runs onto the field.
The ball carrier once again, Alex White, but no gain on the play. In fact, he lost about a half yard on it, so we'll call it 3rd and 6. And here is Osborne once again, gives to the running back, spinning out of one tackle. Joey Agard can only get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, and that's bringing up a 4th down.
Yeah, nice job by the Red Men. I thought the interior line had a good push, and I thought maybe we could have had a tackle in the backfield. But still, punt. They got a 1st down, and now they punt. You like to see them 3 and out, but this will work too. Hopefully the Red Men will be able to do something big on this play.
Back to receive the punt once again are Garrett and Maggio standing on the Cedar 20-yard line. And there's the snap. It's a high snap and a rugby-style kick. Wobbly kick is going to be fielded there by Maggio after the fair catch, and the ball is going to be on the 14-yard line. That's where Cedar will take over.
And the sun's a little bad there as Jordan Oswald, one of the referees, former football player at Cedar High, about a decade ago, couldn't even see the ball as Maggio tossed it to him from west to east.
The shadows have creeped their way across the field almost entirely now. But it is difficult on that south end where there's nothing blocking the sunlight. And suddenly you go from shadows to bright sunshine, especially if you're looking west.
Tough place to catch. Tough place to throw the ball at this time. Hopefully they'll throw it down in here and get it into the shadow a little bit.
1st and 10 for the Redmen on the 14. Mason on the keeper. He'll cut up the middle and back toward the right side, and a nice pickup there by Mason of about 7 or 8 yards.
Yeah, and Mason using his size and his speed, and his quickness and general athletic ability to get through the middle on that one.
2nd and 2 for the Redmen with the ball out to the 21-yard line. Still scoreless here in the first quarter of play. On your State Bank scoreboard, State Bank serving southern Utah and its communities since 1957. 2 wide receivers, actually 2 out to the right, 1 to the left, and the tight end lined up on the left side as well. The snap to Fakahua, Mason looking downfield, fires it up on the route by Drake Lewis, and it's incomplete.
And great
a stop and go route there again, wasn't it?
And Parker Haney blocking there at tight end, something that he's not real comfortable with, I don't think, but he did a nice job blocking there at tight end. So give Mason a little protection there. Try and keep some people in and off Mason.
The Redmen offense sputtering just a little bit in the early going here, Cleve. You got to give Juab the credit.
No, absolutely. I don't know that we're sputtering or we're being stopped. But definitely 2 good football teams tonight. Good test for the Redmen just before they go into play in Region 9 as Barrett comes out here on our side.
Trips to the left this time, and whistles blow before the snap of the ball, and it's going to be another Cedar Chamber timeout, this time taken by Cedar. We'll be back in 1 minute.
ERA Realty Center. Buying and selling real estate is a process with many steps involved to complete a transaction. That's why ERA Realty Center in Cedar City makes it as simple and straightforward as possible with well-trained and knowledgeable professionals. To find out more about your neighborhood, your new home search, or selling your house, contact an ERA Realty Center professional. Visit online at cedarcityera.com. For buying or selling, visit ERA Realty Center at 259 West 200 North in Cedar City or call 586-2777.
Ooh, look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
In Cedar City, your local Allstate insurance agency is the Mike Haight Insurance Agency. Call 435-775-1920.
Quarterback keeper, Mason Fakahua.
Mason Fakahua with the keeper over the left side. He gets the first down, then lowers the boom and gets even more.
Just kind of an old option kind of play, faking the jet, or excuse me, the buck sweep out here to our sideline, and then Mason taking the ball and going right up the middle.
Bobby's upholstery first down for the Redmen on the 31-yard line, 1st and 10, and 2 wide receivers each way this time with the ball marked on the near hash. And the give on the jet sweep to Barrick around the right side. He'll fight through one tackle. He's hit from behind. That'll move him forward a little bit.
Yeah, good help on the tackle there. He did a nice job, though, of getting his foot planted. Headed north and south and got a short 2 on that one.
2-yard pickup by Tyler. And it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Redmen. The ball on the 33-yard line. There's an official's timeout called. Now they'll roll the clock. And Mason will bring the Redmen to the line, sending 2 wide receivers out to the right and 1 to the left, which is the wide side of the field. Travis Tate is the running back to the left of Fakahua. The man in motion is Drake Lewis, and Fakahua on the keeper fakes the pitch and lowers his head and carries 3 or 4 tacklers across the 35-yard line to about the 36.
Jet sweep going away from us, going that speed option back towards us. They had it pretty well snuffed out, so Mason just stuck his foot in the ground. He went north and south on that, gained about 3.5 yards as we have a Redmen down. I think it is Kobe Lata.
So we will go ahead and take a quick timeout for the injury and bring you the details later. Still scoreless here at Cedar High School. Less than a minute left in the quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Ooh, look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
In Cedar City, your local Allstate insurance agency is the Mike Haight Insurance Agency. Call 435-775-1920.
So we all know that a salesperson's job is to generally do one thing, sell. Here's a thought. At Cedar City Motor Company, our product specialists are paid to help you find the right vehicle, not just the one that makes them the most money. Whether you buy a $3,000 car or a $50,000 truck, our product specialists get paid the same amount. We believe in one low price, plain and simple, always. Find the right vehicle at a price that isn't dependent upon your ability to negotiate. We're a new company with a new philosophy.
So the Redmen are looking at a 3rd and 5 situation. The ball is on the 36-yard line of Cedar. The clock ticking with 50 seconds left to go on your GEM Awards clock. GEM Awards, your full-service awards store, serving Southern Utah for over 50 years. And here's Mason Fakahua giving instructions to his lineman. There's the snap, and Mason will pitch, and Travis Tate heads it upfield. He's out close to the 40-yard line, but short of the 40-yard line and short of the first down.
And it's going to be 4th and about 2. Coach Bennett's got some choices, some decisions to make here, and he sends the punt team onto the field. Hopefully Mackert can really get his boot on this one and kick it. Not much wind tonight, but I think by the look of the trees, what wind is coming is kind of coming from the northeast.
Yeah, an odd direction for the wind to be coming. Usually it comes from the southwest.
A really strange direction around here.
So Shem will stand on his own 25-yard line, and I believe Juab has called another Cedar Chamber timeout. Maybe you can take time out to check all the advantages of Chamber membership by going to cedarcitychamber.org. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Buying and selling real estate is a process with many steps involved to complete a transaction. That's why ERA Realty Center in Cedar City makes it as simple and straightforward as possible with well-trained and knowledgeable professionals. To find out more about your neighborhood, your new home search, or selling your house, contact an ERA Realty Center professional. Visit online at cedarcityera.com. For buying or selling, visit ERA Realty Center at 259 West 200 North in Cedar City or call 586-2777.
Southern Utah businesses, you can reach thousands of potential clients while supporting high school sports. Students and parents love to watch and cheer on the local teams. Call Brian at 435-590-3056 at Backcountry TV for your high school sports. DVDs of Cedar High and Canyon View football games are now available for just $20. Share your memories of high school sports with family and friends by ordering your copy today. Call 435-625-1217 to order. That's 435-625-1217.
The Redmen and the Wasps back out on the field as we near the end of the first quarter. 2.6 seconds is all that remains. So this will be the last play of the quarter. Shem Mackert standing on his own 25-yard line and back deep to receive. It looks like it's going to be number 35, Colton Wright. And here is the kick. And once again, a end-over-end kick is going to hit and check back toward the line of scrimmage. It's going to be down at about the 32-yard line of Juab, and the Wasps will take over. Of course, we'll switch sides in the meantime. The end of the first quarter still scoreless here at Cedar High School. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Ooh, look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
In Cedar City, your local Allstate insurance agency is the Mike Haight Insurance Agency. Call 435-775-1920.
Let's face it, buying a pre-owned vehicle can be a challenge. What if you could eliminate all the risk? Where? Cedar City Motor Company. Peace of mind comes in many forms, like the fact that your pre-owned vehicle has a 7-day money-back guarantee, a 30-day exchange policy, and you get one low price, plain and simple, always. And that means a no-regret, mistake-proof car buying experience. Cedar City Motor Company. We're a new company with a new philosophy.
Did you miss your favorite Backcountry TV program? Don't worry, all of our local Backcountry TV shows can be watched on demand and on your computer, smartphone, tablet, or smart TV. Simply go to www.backcountrytv.net and select the program you want to watch. Backcountry TV, your local sports and entertainment station. Backcountry TV, now on demand.
Buying and selling real estate is a process with many steps involved to complete a transaction. That's why ERA Realty Center in Cedar City makes it as simple and straightforward as possible with well-trained and knowledgeable professionals. To find out more about your neighborhood, your new home search, or selling your house, contact an ERA Realty Center professional. Visit online at cedarcityera.com. For buying or selling, visit ERA Realty Center at 259 West 200 North in Cedar City or call 586-2777.
We enter the second quarter of play with goose eggs on the scoreboard here. The State Bank scoreboard brought to you by State Bank with personal and business banking since 1957. And the second quarter of this ball game is brought to you by Ron Sporting Goods, Southern Utah's best choice for motorcycles, ATVs, service parts, and accessories. Ron has been in business for over 50 years at the same great location, 138 South Main Street in Cedar City. And the Wasps with the ball on their own 32-yard line. Here's the give from Osborne to Bowering. He'll cut it upfield. That's actually not Bowering. That's number 45, Max Gurney. Pickup of 8-9 yards on the play.
Yeah, as you saw Juab out there, they spread the field. They had the wide receivers that lined up parallel to each other, a little bit like an I formation look out there on the edge, trying to get the Redmen to spread out and so they could take advantage maybe of some personnel issues in there, and they did in that, and they got it on that play, and they got a first down.
11 yards when it's all said and done, so it is a Bobby's Upholstery first down. Bowering is the man in motion to the far side, the fake, and the throw across the middle nearly picked off by Drake Lewis.
Yeah, and they faked the rocket sweep toss there, then tried to hit that hot pass to the slot receiver, and Drake Lewis snuffed that one out.
2nd and 10 for the Wasps with the ball on the 43-yard line of Juab. No score on the State Bank scoreboard, and the second quarter just underway here at Cedar High School, as the Shadows have now made themselves made their way, I should say, completely across the field. The fans in the far stands and the visitor stands are looking into the sun. And here is the swing pass out to the left. It is caught and completed to Colton Wright, who heads up field along the sideline and makes it out to the 50-yard line for a pickup of 7 yards.
Good play call, good execution. If you run that play any downfield, that would have been an illegal pick, but it's a two-man screen out there as they have the slot receiver blocking for the wide receiver on this near side, right in front of the red man bench.
Trailing into the football touches the 50-yard line, so we are in Cedar territory. We'll call it the 50. And it is 3rd and 3 for the Wasps. A single wide receiver split far out to the right is Dakota Snow. And a man in the wing position, and here's the give right up. Nope, the keeper to Bauer, the give to Bauer actually over the left side. He'll go out of bounds, and he's got the first down.
Yeah, Bowering there on that little almost a counter play. Not trying to run the ball up the middle very much, maybe trying to stay away from Jade Bullock and Bailey Gray, and doing a nice job of it as they move the chains once again tonight.
I went for the fake up the middle, and apparently a Redman or two did as well. And a nice little pickup there for the Bobby's Upholstery first down, and the Juab Wasps come to the line with a fresh set of downs, and the ball spotted on the Cedar 46-yard line. Here is Osborne up under center once again with a wide receiver each way. The give on the sweep around the right side to Alex White. He'll turn it back upfield, and he'll pick up a yard or so on the play to the 45-yard line, and that's it.
Yeah, the Redmen getting out there, doing a nice job of turning that play back, and Alex, like you said, doing a good job of turning upfield and getting some yardage. Keep trying to fake. That time they faked a midline dive right over the middle and then handed it to the running back going the other direction. A little misdirection stuff, maybe trying to take advantage of the fact that their line is not nearly as big as the Redmen and trying to skirt around the edges just a little bit.
Each team testing the other here in the early going. Still no score. And we're in the second quarter of play, just under 10 minutes. And here is the give to number 45 in the backfield, Max Gurney. And he will be strung out for little or no gain. A nice play there by Cedar once again.
A little fold block there as the tight end and the tackle block down and the guard pulls out on the end. They handed it off underneath, maybe try to freeze those linebackers, try to cut back underneath. Not a normal way that you'd run that outside trap.
3rd and about 8.5 yards to go for the first down for the Juab Wasps. A big play here. Looking for the defensive stop are the Redmen. And Riker Osborne will bring the Wasps to the line with a wide receiver split each way. And directing his running backs to their proper position as well. Out of the shotgun is Osborne looking, now flush to the right, fires downfield, incomplete. Intended there for number 6, Dakota Snow, and defensively there was...
I'm not sure who it was. I can't see that number on that
Parker Haney was out there.
Yeah, that's probably who it was. But not a normal pass play as he's rolling to his right and he throws it back over his body, and usually that ball will keep carrying there to the right, and actually he threw it inside of him a little bit. I thought he had him open for the first down.
A 4th down situation with the ball on the 44-yard line, and a punting situation now as Garrett and Maggio settle back on their own 10-yard line. Fair catch called for and caught by Garrett at the 15, and Cedar takes over there on its 3rd possession.
Did you miss your favorite Backcountry TV program? Don't worry, all of our local Backcountry TV shows can be watched on demand and on your computer, smartphone, tablet, or smart TV. Simply go to www.backcountrytv.net and select the program you want to watch. Backcountry TV, your local sports and entertainment station. Backcountry TV, now on demand.
Buying and selling real estate is a process with many steps involved to complete a transaction. That's why ERA Realty Center in Cedar City makes it as simple and straightforward as possible with well-trained and knowledgeable professionals. To find out more about your neighborhood, your new home search, or selling your house, contact an ERA Realty Center professional. Visit online at cedarcityera.com. For buying or selling, visit ERA Realty Center at 259 West 200 North in Cedar City or call 586-2777.
At Cedar City Motor Company, our philosophy is simple, honest, upfront pricing for you and your family. That's why we offer one low price, plain and simple, always. Listed clearly on every new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and every pre-owned vehicle. After all, the price on a vehicle shouldn't depend on your ability to negotiate. Cedar City Motor Company, a new company with a new philosophy.
Ooh, look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
In Cedar City, your local Allstate insurance agency is the Mike Haight Insurance Agency. Call 435-775-1920.
A wise choice there, though, by Garrett to fair catch that and keep it out there on the 15-yard line. You know, as much as that punt was dying, there's a chance that ball rolls and gets inside maybe the 5. And so Garrett doing a nice job of showing it. The Redmen really need to establish something offensively right here, as we have seen the special teams and Justin Reynolds way too many times tonight. Justin, a great kid, but, you know, you don't want to see your punt team on the field.
Parker Haney is the wide receiver out to the right. There's 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. And here is the give on the jet sweep. I believe that's Drake Lewis. He'll head it upfield and pick up maybe 3.
Yeah, 3 yards on that one as they test the edge there. And
Excuse me, that was number 3. It was Braden Garrett, wasn't it?
9 and 3 is a little difficult to tell the difference from at this distance. But the Redmen trying the edge there again. The Redmen are, you know, maybe missing a few components of a downhill run game, really attacking somewhere between the tackles. Something maybe that Coach Bennett and the Redmen need to maybe look into.
They'll give him a pickup of 2 yards on the play. It's Haney and Garrett split out to the right this time. Mason in the shotgun sends Garrett in motion and gives takes the ball back into the pocket, now scrambling, fires downfield over the head of everyone, incomplete.
Yeah, and well-executed play. We kind of missed a block there, but Mason did a good job of avoiding the sack, and then his receivers kind of outran his arm.
Third
that
and
doesn't
8.
happen very often.
No, it doesn't, but he's got a rifle. 3rd and 8 for the Redmen, and the ball on the 17. So looking to convert here on the Redmen, and they'll send ball out to the left. 3 wide receivers split out to the right this time. Fakahua with Tate to his right, and Fakahua rolling to his right. Throws back to the left on the screen. It's nicely set up and out across the 25-yard line, but stumbling is Tate. He'll get out to the 27.
And he was
that will get the first down.
He was one shoestring tackle away from something fantastic on that one. Well executed play by the Redmen on that screen, but the Juab playing good assignment football and everybody staying in their spot, not over pursuing before they see the ball pass the line of scrimmage, and quite frankly saved a touchdown. Gave up a first down, but saved a touchdown on that one.
Fresh set of downs on the Bobby's Upholstery first down for the Redmen. 7:39 left to go here in the second quarter play on your Gem Awards clock. 2 wide receivers split each way this time. The ball far hash, and jumping off sides, it looks like, is going to be number 53 of the Wasps, Preston White, and that'll be 5 yards the easy way.
And the Redmen can use 5 yards here and there the easy way as we're trying to get our offense established, as I believe Maurer ran into the game for Travis Tate.
Another Zions Bank substitution. There is no substitute for a great banking partner, whether for your small business or for personal banking. Zions Bank, we haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. And it's going to be 1st and 5 for the Redmen with the ball on the 33-yard line of Cedar. And here's Mason, back to pass, looking downfield. Looks like they're going to go to ball, and it's over his head, incomplete. Ball had his man beat, but overthrown just a bit.
Yeah, and that was Jade Bullock that came in there at fullback. I knew who it was when he stepped right up in there, and he made a nice block in that pass coverage. When you have 5 offensive linemen, you've got to leave somebody in to pick up and that blitzing middle linebacker, as Juab is playing us in just a traditional 5-2 front, not really conceding the fact that they need to change to something else with our spread offense. Not something that you see very often, especially in Region 9.
2 receivers each way again. Here's the score: Canyon View 14, Dixie 7 at the start of the second quarter. Man in motion to the middle of the field is Garrett once again. They give to Garrett. He's got the edge. He's out across the 35-yard line, goes out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. He's got another Bobby's Upholstery first down.
You know, and I like the way Garrett set that up himself. If you watched him run to this side, he kind of running hard, and then just kind of
slowed
geared
up just
down just a little bit. And as soon as he saw that guy gear down with him, he hit the juice just a little bit. And I think that was the difference between being 3 yards short of a first down and having a first down on that one. That score's interesting. Dixie,
14-7.
I know that
it's homecoming out that way at Canyon View High School.
And Canyon View beat them in both the JV and the freshman game yesterday, I know. So maybe it might be a sweep of the Flyers.
The Redmen with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And here's the snap to Fakahua. He will keep, run up the middle. Penalty flags have flown. Fakahua has a first down. He's to the 35-30, and he's going to go all the way. Nobody's going to catch him, but will it all come back? That's the question.
The way the referees are acting and nobody's getting really excited, and we've got a flag from the far sideline. One of those questions when you're coaching, you know, who's calling the game over there? Is it the stripes, or is it the man in the matching shirt? I thought it was kind of interesting. Juab has red matching shirts that match Cedar High's red coaches' shirts, and so tonight they wore black shirts, and the Cedar coaches all wore black shirts, so they're matching all the way around.
It's going to be illegal procedure on Cedar, so it all comes back. The touchdown run by Mason Fakahua, a 61-yard scamper, is all going to come to naught, and it'll be a 5-yard mark-off, repeat first down, the ball back at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a chance right here for Mason to make that a little longer and go for 66 yards instead of 61.
Great run by Mason as he kept the ball right up the middle, well off the right guard, right tackle, and then broke it to the outside, and then he showed what kind of speed he has. He just turned on the afterburner.
He left everybody. You're going to have to watch that on Backcountry TV and see how he left that guy. That's fun just to watch, even if we don't really score a touchdown.
Garrett and ball out to the left is Drake Lewis to the right. The tight end lined up to the right as well. And here is Mason on the keeper right up the middle. He lowers his head. He'll pick up 2 or 3, but that's all.
Pretty much the same play going the other direction. I think Juab was a little more cognizant of the fact that Mason could run up the middle and then outrun them all a little bit on that one. Maybe go back to that in a minute when Mason's had a chance to really catch his breath.
6:18 and ticking here in the second quarter of play, and still scoreless on your State Bank scoreboard. Mason Fakahua will send Garrett and ball out to the left, and it's going to be Parker Haney and Drake Lewis to the right. Travis Tate, the running back, to the right of Mason in the shotgun. Man in motion to the near side, and there is the give to Travis Tate. He's broken through. He's to the 45-50, to the 45-yard line. He goes. Boy, is he quick.
Yes, he is. You know, one of those blocks there on the edge where you bring back and crack back, and they don't crack back to run outside around him. They crack back hoping that outside linebacker or defensive end will step towards you, and that's exactly what happened. As out of the corner of the eye, the defensive end saw Garrett coming. He steps out towards him, creating the running lane himself by not wanting to get knocked out on that crackback block.
Same formation, 2 wide receivers each way. First down for the Redmen with the ball right on the 45-yard line of Juab. And here's the snap to Fakahua. He'll give to Travis Tate, this time over the right side. Once again, he'll turn it upfield. He's hit, but he falls inside the 40-yard line to the 39. Actually going to mark him right at the 40, it looks like.
Yeah, and the exact same play, and I don't know if they were yelling crack or not, but the defensive end doesn't step up this time, and Travis has to bounce that around him instead of it going underneath him, underneath the defensive end.
A 6-yard pickup there on 1st and 10 by Travis Tate, and that takes the ball inside the 40-yard line by about the length of the ball, and it's a 2nd and 4. Man in motion. And Fakahua will keep up the middle, carrying the ball like a loaf of bread. That's not something you want to see as a coach, but he picked up the first down and more. He's about to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, but, you know, you don't want to see that, but if anybody could do it, it's Mason. I have pretty big hands, and Mason's fingers are maybe an inch longer than mine. He has some big hands. But Juab traded defensive fronts there as they went to a 4-3 look with a safety over the top on that last play. So it was a good time to run that play up the middle, because you only had to block 4 hats instead of 5 right on the line of scrimmage.
They'll mark it at the 32-yard line of Juab. It's 1st and 10 for the Redmen, and here's Mason with the cadence, and he draws the Juab Wasps off once again. This time it's number 50. Don't have a 50 on my Juab roster, but whoever he was guilty of encroachment, and it'll be 5 yards marked off against the Wasps.
Yeah, that helps out when you start getting down here to where we're in the red zone. This is as close as the Redmen really have had the ball to the end zone tonight. 4 minutes left in the clock, or left in the first half. You'd really like to see the Redmen score right here before halftime.
No score on the State Bank scoreboard, but the Redmen in good position now on a 1st and 5, and the ball on the 26-yard line. 3 wide receivers will split out to the left side. 1 to the right is Derek Ball. And here's Mason Fakahua out of the gun, and the give on the jet sweep to Lewis. He'll make 1 man miss, make a 2nd man miss, and he's inside the 20-yard line to about the 16.
You know, and I can't mention this enough, but with Mason and his good fake right there, as it froze those 2 middle linebackers, and they didn't know whether Mason had the ball and they had to stop and take him on head on, or they needed to pursue around that edge. But a nice job. A fake by a quarterback is as good as a block by an offensive lineman anytime.
That's a really good point. The timeout called by Juab, and we'll be back in 1 minute with a 1st and 10 for the Redmen.
So we all know that a salesperson's job is to generally do one thing, sell. Here's a thought. At Cedar City Motor Company, our product specialists are paid to help you find the right vehicle, not just the one that makes them the most money. Whether you buy a $3,000 car or a $50,000 truck, our product specialists get paid the same amount. We believe in one low price, plain and simple, always. Find the right vehicle at a price that isn't dependent upon your ability to negotiate. We're a new company with a new philosophy.
Ooh, look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
In Cedar City, your local Allstate insurance agency is the Mike Haight Insurance Agency. Call 435-775-1920.
We're back as the Redmen have a fresh set of downs, and the ball spotted on the Juab 16-yard line. Best opportunity for the Redmen so far to score. And we are scoreless with 3:26 left to go here, second quarter of play. Mason Fakahua with 2 out to the left, 1 to the right. He'll keep over the left side, room to run. He's inside the 10-yard line to about the 8, where he's brought down after a pickup of 8 yards.
The Redmen showing their depth on that offensive line. We wish Justin Gray the best and hope he's not injured very bad as he sits down there with ice on his knee. But Jacob Alvarez doing a nice job filling in on that offensive line, showing the depth and strength of the Redmen team as they seem to not be skipping a beat even with one of their 2s in the game.
Spoke to Jacob Alvarez yesterday at practice as well. 6 foot, 220 pounds. I had 205, and he corrected that.
Well, he likes
to eat.
No,
I've grown. Right up the middle with the keeper, Fakahua, has the first down inside, right about the 5-yard line, we'll call it. It's going to be a 1st and goal for the Redmen.
You know, and maybe their downhill running game is going to have to be Mason lowering his shoulder pads and just putting it down and going right up the middle. As we've got a 1st and goal on the 5-yard line. Mike Holyoke is always doing a great job on the field as it looks immaculate this evening.
So 1st and 10 for the Redmen on the 5-yard line. Here's Mason with 2 wide receivers split out to the right. Mason will give to Drake Lewis. Once again, he plants his foot and gets inside the line of scrimmage for a pickup of maybe a yard on the play. Tough going there for Drake.
Maybe a yard, maybe a half a yard. As as Jade Bullock comes into the game. It's going to be interesting to see if they're going to give Jade the ball and run him up the middle, or do they use Jade as a blocker. I would assume down here, this close to the goal line, they're going to give the ball to Jade going right up the middle, and Jade's a kid that'll bring a licking whether he's bringing the ball or tackling a ball carrier.
Second and 4 yards to go for the touchdown. The give is to Bullock in the backfield, and he ran into his own man, and he can scarcely get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe,
it's going to bring up a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, maybe a little mistiming there as Bullock ran right into his jet back, and I think Garrett's going to think twice before he runs into him again as Jade spun him in a circle, and Coach Bennett takes a timeout.
Ooh, look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
In Cedar City, your local Allstate insurance agency is the Mike Haight Insurance Agency. Call 435-775-1920.
Buying and selling real estate is a process with many steps involved to complete a transaction. That's why ERA Realty Center in Cedar City makes it as simple and straightforward as possible with well-trained and knowledgeable professionals. To find out more about your neighborhood, your new home search, or selling your house, contact an ERA Realty Center professional. Visit online at cedarcityera.com. For buying or selling, visit ERA Realty Center at 259 West 200 North in Cedar City or call 586-2777.
And Cedar will break huddle on the sideline and head back out onto the field, as will the Juab Wasps, and it's a 3rd and goal situation from the 4-yard line. So Cedar, as you said, cannot squander this opportunity. Coming up on the halftime report, we're going to have a word with Director of Athletics, Danny Lewis. Some news this week on the Utah High School activities front. Here's Mason with the keeper over the left side into the end zone, almost untouched. Maybe just clipped by one man, but got out of his way very easily, and Mason is into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, and as we said before, maybe that'll be our downhill run game as Blake White Schreiberman runs out on the field for the Redmen and the PAT team. Brock Beecham coming out there on the field. Justin Reynolds coming out there as well.
All of them Zions Bank substitutions. There's no substitute for a great bank. The snap is fumbled. Blake White Schreiberman is going to try to advance the ball, but he won't be able to, and the try is unsuccessful on the bad snap. So the score remains 6-0 Cedar with 1:18 left to go second quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute with the kick.
At Cedar City Motor Company, our philosophy is simple: honest, upfront pricing for you and your family. That's why we offer one low price, plain and simple, always. Listed clearly on every new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and every pre-owned vehicle. After all, the price on a vehicle shouldn't depend on your ability to negotiate. Cedar City Motor Company, a new company with a new philosophy.
Ooh, look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
In Cedar City, your local Allstate insurance agency is the Mike Haight Insurance Agency. Call 435-775-1920.
Buying and selling real estate is a process with many steps involved to complete a transaction. That's why ERA Realty Center in Cedar City makes it as simple and straightforward as possible with well-trained and knowledgeable professionals. To find out more about your neighborhood, your new home search, or selling your house, contact an ERA Realty Center professional. Visit online at cedarcityera.com. For buying or selling, visit ERA Realty Center at 259 West 200 North in Cedar City or call 586-2777.
Southern Utah businesses, you can reach thousands of potential clients while supporting high school sports. Students and parents love to watch and cheer on the local teams. Call Brian at 435-590-3056 at Backcountry TV for your high school sports. DVDs of Cedar High and Canyon View football games are now available for just $20. Share your memories of high school sports with family and friends by ordering your copy today. Call 435-625-1217 to order. That's 435-625-1217.
Blake White-Schreibman ready to kick off from his own 40-yard line. Cedar now defending the north goal as the lights begin to take effect here at Cedar High School, and Cedar nursing a 6-0 lead here with 1:18 left to go in the first half of the ball game. And Blake will approach the ball, and a nice end-over-end kick. Line drive is going to be caught in the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, a nice kick, way to get that into the end zone. That makes it really easy when you can count on just starting on the 20-yard line and 80 yards for a first down, or 80 yards for a touchdown that Juab has to accomplish.
So the Wasps on their own 20 with only a minute 18 to work to equalize the score here. The extra point once again was unsuccessful on a bad snap. And so it's 6-0 Cedar after the 4-yard run by Mason Fakahua. And here is Osborne looking to pass, batted down once again. And was that Brandon Johnson once again?
Brandon Johnson. And, you know, I don't know if he swatted that down or hit him in the face mask.
Or hit him in the face mask, yeah.
but not,
there was nowhere to go.
Kind of an ill-advised throw right there. Sometimes you wish they weren't so excited, because if he just kind of taps that, maybe it stays somewhere. But that's a pretty tough shot off the face mask. Had probably a better chance of catching in his face mask than being intercepted.
4 minutes tick off the clock, 1:14 left to go on your GEM Awards clock here in the first half. Cedar leading 6-0 on the State Bank scoreboard. Two wide receivers split each way, and a man in motion, one of those wide receivers in motion to the middle of the field. And here's the give to Bowering over the right side. He's tripped up in the backfield, but he makes the first man miss. He'll pick up a yard or so on the play.
Yeah, and just looking for that good pursuit out of the red men as Jade Bullock had him tripped in the backfield. Bowering, an excellent ball carrier, keeping his feet, getting around the edge, and getting back to the line.
Another Cedar Chamber timeout called. We'll take it. 1 minute, and we'll be back.
Backcountry TV brings you the hard-hitting action of high school sports. Join us for all the play-by-play action as we spotlight our student athletes on the gridiron. Backcountry TV and Cherry Creek Radio cover all the live action on game night with playback of all the action every Tuesday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Watch the Cedar Redmond play on Tuesday at 7 with the action of the Canyon View Falcons on Wednesday at 7. Home or away, Backcountry TV will bring you the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Redmond Falcons on Backcountry TV.
Buying and selling real estate is a process with many steps involved to complete a transaction. That's why ERA Realty Center in Cedar City makes it as simple and straightforward as possible with well-trained and knowledgeable professionals. To find out more about your neighborhood, your new home search, or selling your house, contact an ERA Realty Center professional. Visit online at cedarcityera.com. For buying or selling, visit ERA Realty Center at 259 West 200 North in Cedar City or call 586-2777.
Ooh, look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
In Cedar City, your local Allstate insurance agency is the Mike Haight Insurance Agency. Call 435-775-1920.
So we all know that a salesperson's job is to generally do one thing, sell. Here's a thought. At Cedar City Motor Company, our product specialists are paid to help you find the right vehicle, not just the one that makes them the most money. Whether you buy a $3,000 car or a $50,000 truck, our product specialists get paid the same amount. We believe in one low price, plain and simple, always. Find the right vehicle at a price that isn't dependent upon your ability to negotiate. We're a new company with a new philosophy.
20-14 Canyon View at the half.
Not quite the defensive struggle there that it is here.
No.
But nice job by the Falcons.
Yeah.
They've only beat the Flyers one time, and it's been 15 years.
Last score we had from Canyon View, 20-14 Falcons in the second quarter, but nearing the half. Here is Osborne with the give over the left side with plenty of room to run. He's got the first down. He's out across the 35-40, across the 45 to the 46-yard line is number 2, Joey Agard.
Yeah, and he's ran down from behind, and I can't quite see that number there. He's walking with a limp now.
That's Jade. Jade Bullock.
Well, it's a 2 number.
Oh, okay.
Now
there's a couple of them walking with a limp out there.
Johnson. It was Brandon Johnson.
Here is Riker Osborne, fires incomplete, in and out of the hands of Agard. And a heavy pursuit there. And I'm trying to see who that was.
Well, he threw it through 2 red men arms and past one of his own players' helmets, so it wasn't really a great pass.
I believe it was Nate Ellis in there causing problems. Does that sound right?
It sounds exactly correct. He's been in there tonight. He was sick
Another
last
pass.
night.
This one caught by Bowering for the first down. He heads it upfield inside the 40, inside the 35, and a penalty flag comes in late. And I think that's going to go against the coaching staff.
Yeah, one of our coaches was inside that 3-yard zone, and the referees ran into him. And anytime you run into one of the Redmen, I don't know if we'll see a sideline warning or we'll get a 15-yard call on that. Pretty decent contact there between the referee and one of the Redman coaches, so you might see 15 yards marked off. Nope, sideline
warning. It's going to be mercifully.
They could have called an unsportsmanlike on the Redmen.
37 seconds and counting, and the pass by Osborne to the far side of the field is incomplete. Stops the clock at 33.7 seconds. 1st and 10 for the Wasps at the 34-yard line of Cedar. So the Wasps on the move here and threatening to score as the first half winds to a close.
And I think that play was designed just to stop the clock. I don't think it was a design play, as the quarterback threw that and rushed to the sideline.
Yep. Bowering will split out to the right. 3 wide receivers split out to the left, and a man in the wing for that position, for that matter. And here, all alone in the backfield is Osborne. He's going to keep it. He's caught from behind and dropped for a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, he's trying to get out of bounds.
Jade Bullock again.
Juab doesn't have another timeout, and we're down under 20 seconds on the clock.
The clock counting 18, 17. And here is Osborne once again. Pump fakes once, throws downfield, just gets it out of bounds, and a penalty flag comes in. Is that going to be grounding?
I don't think it's going to be grounding. I think it's going to be something on the Redmen.
Okay, thrown by the referee, the white cap.
And turning to looking
in the offensive
backfield.
backfield.
To the Juab sideline, so.
And that was a 3rd and 8 situation with the ball at the 32 of Cedar, and they're going to wave the flag off.
So you were right. It was going to be, he wanted to call it an intentional grounding. By the way, Daniel Jordan was acting
persuaded otherwise.
I thought he was acting guilty, so they decided to wave that one off.
But the clock does stop with 9.7 seconds remaining.
Probably one play since it's 4th down.
Yep, 32-yard line of Cedar for the Wasps, and here is Osborne in the shotgun now. All alone in the backfield, looking, in trouble, scrambling to his right, throws downfield, incomplete, out of bounds, intended for number 6, Dakota Snow.
You know, and Osborne showing his experience on that one is he tucked the ball a little bit and then just ran straight sideline right down the line of scrimmage so they wouldn't get a passing the ball in front of the line of scrimmage penalty. Good heads-up play. Didn't turn out the way he wanted it as the Redmen take over with 3 seconds left. It'll be interesting to see if Coach Bennett airs one out for the end zone or is just willing to just kneel on it and go into the half.
6-0 Cedar is your score on the State Bank scoreboard. 3.7 seconds remain in the half. And Mason Fakahua will send trips to the right, the wide side of the field. 1 wide receiver out to the left, and it's Travis Tate, the running back, to the right of Fakahua. And that's going to be a hit. I thought that was going to be a penalty on the Redmen. Here's Fakahua throwing downfield. He's got a man wide open. He's got Garrett in and out of the hands of Garrett. Incomplete. That's going to be the end of the half. So
that was 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 67 yards. He threw that in the air on a line. You could have hung your laundry on that thing.
It is
67 yards.
For the halftime smile report. 6-0 Cedar at the intermission.
Ooh, look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
In Cedar City, your local Allstate insurance agency is the Mike Haight Insurance Agency. Call 435-775-1920.
Buying and selling real estate is a process with many steps involved to complete a transaction. That's why ERA Realty Center in Cedar City makes it as simple and straightforward as possible with well-trained and knowledgeable professionals. To find out more about your neighborhood, your new home search, or selling your house, contact an ERA Realty Center professional. Visit online at cedarcityera.com. For buying or selling, visit ERA Realty Center at 259 West 200 North in Cedar City or call 586-2777.
At Cedar City Motor Company, our philosophy is simple, honest, upfront pricing for you and your family. That's why we offer one low price, plain and simple, always. Listed clearly on every new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and every pre-owned vehicle. After all, the price on a vehicle shouldn't depend on your ability to negotiate. Cedar City Motor Company, a new company with a new philosophy.
Hey, Backcountry TV, sell my stuff. Sell my stuff. Sell my stuff. If you have a garage full of stuff you don't need anymore and you want to sell or trade your stuff, we have you covered. Using your camcorder or smartphone, send us a video with the items you want to sell. Don't forget to make a sign with your name, phone number, or email address and price. Then email your video to sellmystuff@backcountrytv.net and we'll broadcast your items for free.
Blake White Schreibman to kick off at the 40-yard line. Redmond defending the north goal. And here comes the kick. It's a high end-over-end kick that's going to be fielded at the 1-yard line. He did step back into the goal line, it looked like to me, but he's out to the 20, 25, 30, knocked down from behind at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, and I always question that one right there. How are they judging that? Did he mean to go in there? Did it carry him in there? I think if you're across the goal line and you catch the ball, it's out at the 20-yard line. I don't know how they decide that one. That's maybe a question I need to ask one of the White Hats one of this.
A nice return there, and I believe it was Dakota Snow. I could be wrong.
I believe you're correct.
35-yard line is the mark, and it's 1st and 10 for Osborne and the Wasps. Here's Osborne up under center. 2 wide receivers split each way. They give right up the middle, and immediately dropped is number 45, Max Gurney.
Yeah, and you know that without even seeing who made that tackle, you knew that was by Jade Bullock as he got him right in the middle of his shins. I think whomever we're playing gets tackled by Jade, they just have got to hate it because you don't wear pads.
That made my knees hurt from
You
up
don't
here.
wear pads on your shins, but you need to when you're playing Jade.
2nd and 11 with the loss of a yard. And here's Osborne up under center again. Still 2 wide receivers split each way and a single running back lined up behind him. And here is Osborne to pass. Pumps once, now looking to his right, looking downfield and airs it out. He's got a man wide open. It's caught by Dakota Snow at the 30-yard line of Cedar. And Cedar with a breakdown of coverage there.
Luckily for the Redmen that
he had
Dakota
to come
Snow
back for it.
Had to hang up and stop and come back a few steps because he was behind us by what, you think 20 yards?
Yeah.
Maybe more than that. So breakdown in coverage. Maybe one of those things that Juab saw in the first half as they hurry to the line of scrimmage.
Hustle up play here, and the give right up the middle, actually around the right side, is number 35, Colton Wright. And he'll pick up, no, it looks like he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a pickup of a yard on the play, going by the line judge here on the near side.
Yeah, I think you're right, about 2 feet, maybe not quite a yard. But we thought that he was going to be tackled in the backfield as the Redmen run a few players on and off the field. Maybe not sure who's supposed to be on and who's supposed to be off. Let's see, we better count them there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know. It looks more than, no, just 11.
Here's Osborne. And the give right up the middle to number 45, Gurney again. And he will pick up maybe another yard. Zions Bank substitutions coming in as Jade Bullock came out of the ball game for just one play, it looks like. There's no substitution for the right banking partner with financial tools to keep your small business going or for personal banking or mortgages. Turn to Zions Bank. We haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. 3rd and 9 for the Juab Wasps as two wide receivers split each way once again. And here is Riker Osborne, number 5, up under center. And the snap, looking to pass, and he's going to be dropped. Who got in there, Cleve?
I think that is Peacock on that far side coming in. Or no, Brandon Johnson on the far side. They run those defensive ends on and off the field so frequently, it's hard for me to remember.
Always keeping a fresh man in there, aren't they?
Always wondering who exactly it is. I couldn't even figure out who they send in for Jade at middle linebacker. As Marcus Johnson is the usual suspect, but Marcus twisted his knee last night in the JV game, and I don't know that it was Marcus.
Loss of 5 yards on the play. It'll bring up a 4th and 14, and the Wasps are going to go for it. Out of the shotgun is the quarterback Osborne. There's the snap, looking downfield. Once again, he's flushed out of the pocket. Penalty flag comes in, and he's going to be dropped from behind, short of the first down by about 7 yards.
Yeah, and where that holding is, or where that flag is, it's got to be holding. So the Redmen can decline that. They'll take the ball over on, the 28-yard line, as Juab was unable to get a first down as there was pressure. Good coverage, but Osborne got around the edge.
Indeed, it is a holding on the Wasps. And here comes the indication, declined, and the Redmen take over on downs, and the ball will be at the Redmen 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for Mason Fakahua and the Redmen as the offense comes back out on the field. We're going to call it closer to the 27-yard line, I guess.
So we all know that a salesperson's job is to generally do one thing, sell. Here's a thought. At Cedar City Motor Company, our product specialists are paid to help you find the right vehicle, not just the one that makes them the most money. Whether you buy a $3,000 car or a $50,000 truck, our product specialists get paid the same amount. We believe in one low price, plain and simple, always. Find the right vehicle at a price that isn't dependent upon your ability to negotiate. We're a new company with a new philosophy.
Ooh, look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
In Cedar City, your local Allstate insurance agency is the Mike Haight Insurance Agency. Call 435-775-1920.
Buying and selling real estate is a process with many steps involved to complete a transaction. That's why ERA Realty Center in Cedar City makes it as simple and straightforward as possible with well-trained and knowledgeable professionals. To find out more about your neighborhood, your new home search, or selling your house, contact an ERA Realty Center professional. Visit online at cedarcityera.com. For buying or selling, visit ERA Realty Center at 259 West 200 North in Cedar City or call 586-2777.
Southern Utah businesses, you can reach thousands of potential clients while supporting high school sports. Students and parents love to watch and cheer on the local teams. Call Brian at 435-590-3056 at Backcountry TV for your high school sports. DVDs of Cedar High and Canyon View football games are now available for just $20. Share your memories of high school sports with family and friends by ordering your copy today. Call 435-625-1217 to order. That's 435-625-1217.
You know, and a decent drive for Juab, you've got to be encouraged, but they might also want to realize that was a breakdown in coverage.
One big play there, yeah.
Yeah, one big play and made it into the Redmen territory. Redmen, fortunate enough, it wasn't one big play for a touchdown, and they were behind by a point.
2 out to the right, 1 to the left, and here's Fakahua all alone in the backfield.
And no quarterback, and wondering why.
And Redmond missing a running back, and so we will take the Cedar Chamber timeout as well. Back in 1 minute.
At Cedar City Motor Company, our philosophy is simple, honest, upfront pricing for you and your family. That's why we offer one low price, plain and simple, always. Listed clearly on every new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and every pre-owned vehicle. After all, the price on a vehicle shouldn't depend on your ability to negotiate. Cedar City Motor Company, a new company with a new philosophy.
Hey, Backcountry TV, sell my stuff. Sell my stuff. Sell my stuff. If you have a garage full of stuff you don't need anymore and you want to sell or trade your stuff, we have you covered. Using your camcorder or smartphone, send us a video with the items you want to sell. Don't forget to make a sign with your name, phone number, or email address and price. Then email your video to sellmystuff@backcountrytv.net and we'll broadcast your items for free.
Okay. Oh, Hayden Giles.
Fakahua back to pass. He fires it down the near sideline. A man wide open, but he overthrows Braden Garrett.
Yeah, and Braden Garrett, good sure hands. A little crossing route as ball comes in there on the post, and Garrett comes in behind him. Garrett showing his speed, as even though he started quite a ways behind ball, he almost outran him. As we were wondering a while ago, it was Hayden Giles that came in at that middle linebacker for Jade on that play, that we were wondering who that player was. He usually has been playing on the offensive and defensive line. Was a linebacker last year. Used him a little bit tonight, where Marcus is a little bit injured. As we've got motion left to right, we've got Garrett sneaking his way
and
up the right-hand side.
Pickup of maybe 4, Cleve?
I think maybe 6 on that one, by the way they're marking it. You might be right.
Yeah, about a 4-yard pickup across the 30-yard line to the 32. And Cedar hanging on to a 6-0 lead on the Mason Fakahua 4-yard run in the first half. And the extra point was missed.
Kind of a tenuous 6-point lead. As a 6-point lead, it can disappear at any given time. Although Juab in their younger levels didn't have very good place kickers, and that's usually an indication that you don't have a very good place kicker on your upper levels as well, as they're still in their 5-2 look, even though the Red Men are in their spread.
2 to the right, 1 to the left. Here's Mason looking to pass, fires to his left. It is caught out there by Drake. He's inside the 40, 35, out to midfield to the 49-yard line.
I thought they had a penalty on that one as they wrapped up around Drake's face mask. Maybe it was his arm all the way around. Good isolation play. Drake, a good receiver out there. Like we talked, maybe trying to take advantages of some of the things that they've seen. And I think that definitely was a matchup problem that for the Juab, but one that the Red Men were trying to take advantage of as they bring out the same formation with Parker Haney as a tight end.
1st and 10 for the Red Men on the Bobby's Upholstery first down at the 49-yard line of Cedar. Here's Mason to pass once again complete out on the far side of the field to Drake Lewis.
And it was the tight side of the field, and so Drake didn't quite have as far to run, but almost got the first down on that. What's that, 8 yards that he got on that?
8.5-yard pickup there into Juab territory at the 42-yard line, or maybe closer to the 43-yard line. About 2.5 yards to go for the first down.
There's Coach Durbin down there in his soccer goalie uniform signaling in the play so the kids can make sure and find him.
Mason will send 2 wide receivers out to the right, Drake Lewis to the left this time. And a penalty flag flies, and I believe we've got an encroachment again, don't we, Cleve?
Unless there was a little hand movement or something down in there that we couldn't see from our angle as the referees meet in the middle of the field to discuss it. And Dave Stedner's going to signal the call, and what are we going to have, Chris?
Here it comes. Offsides on the Juab Wasps, and that's going to be a Bobby's Upholstery first down for the Redmen. The ball goes all the way inside the 40-yard line to the 37.
And the Redmen, starting to get the things moving here. You always got to be happy about moving the ball, getting first downs, even if it is on a penalty, as the Redmen are inside the 40-yard line for only, I believe, the 3rd time this evening.
Any coach will take a 5-yard pickup anyway.
They'll take a first down anyway.
Here's Mason Fakahua, same formation. Actually, Drake in the slot now. He's in motion. Here's Mason. He'll fake once, run it, and he's hit, and he falls inside the 35-yard line to the 34.
Yeah, and I think that was a designed draw play for Mason, and I think that's Bailey Gray went in at fullback for the Redmen. We'll have to.
2nd and 7 for the Redmen. Third quarter brought to you by Grifols. As a Grifols plasma donor, your comfort and safety are our #1 priority. After all, it's your donations that make our life-changing medications possible. Visit grifolsplasma.com or drop by our Cedar City location in the Providence Center. 2 wide receivers out to the right. Man in motion is Drake Lewis, and the give to Drake Lewis on the sweep. He'll turn it upfield. Penalty flags come in from the backfield. That's going to be a hold, huh?
Yeah, and that's going to be a hold. Is that number 10 that was in there at fullback? That's who it looks like, acts like, and walks like. As he ran out there and he got his helmet on him and then wrapped him up and gave him a big hug like they were long-lost friends.
Big pickup there by Drake Lewis, but we knew it was going to come back, and so I neglected to get too excited about it.
Yeah, that we knew from the beginning. When we can see a hold from the booth, you know it's a hold.
We might as well not get you worked up out there in Radio Land. Yeah. So it is a 10-yard mark off from the spot of the foul. It'll bring the ball all the way back to the Juab 48-yard line near midfield.
So that
and
holding
that's going to bring up a second and a mile to go, about 22 yards to go.
Yeah, so it pretty much cost the Redmen a first down, so that's 22 yards on that penalty essentially.
Derek Ball will split out to the left, as will Braden Garrett. 2 wide receivers split out to the right as well. Parker Haney and is that Lewis?
Yeah.
Yes. And there is the give over the left side. It's
Travis
Bullock. Jade Bullock turns it upfield. He's inside the 40 to the 36-yard line and back to the original line of scrimmage. A nice pickup of 12 yards there.
Yeah, it might even be 13 there, as Bullock did a nice job of scooting around that edge.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 10. In just a little less than 10, isn't it? We'll call it a 3rd and 9. So a pickup of 13 yards on that play. Nice pickup by Jade.
Nice run. Jade showing his versatility. And
much more manageable 3rd down now.
Oh, absolutely. 3rd and 9 is a lot more manageable for the Redmen. As you look to see Mason maybe air one out.
The ball's on the 36-yard line of Juab. It is 3rd down and 9 yards to go for the first down. Here's the snap to Mason, looking to pass, fires to the right, complete to Ball. He'll turn it upfield, fights nicely, and he's got the first down. A great effort there by Derek.
Yeah, great effort by Derek. But, you know, that play was sometimes you set up the long pass with the stop and go. And this time he set up the short pass with the stop and go. He'd gone the stop and go so many times that when he settled on the stop, that the Juab defender didn't really come get him and gave him a cushion just in case Derek turned and ran. And that 4-yard cushion was enough for him to get the first down and a little bit more.
The ball is on the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Redmen. 2 wide receivers split each way. Man in motion is Drake Lewis. And Mason will keep after faking the jet sweep. He'll get to the 20-yard line for a pickup of 3 or 4.
Yeah, and I think Mason had that in his mind that he was going to pull that and run that the whole time. You know, as he sits there and looks and he knows his line, and he knows if one of the down linemen are shaded this way or that way, that his guys probably got him. And you know, just showing faith in his guys. And he pulled that out of there quite quickly. They call it a jet read play, and it was – I read that before the jet got there kind of play.
They did not give him the 20-yard line. It's marked on the 21, so a pickup of 2.5 yards or so. We'll call it a 3rd and 8, but it's a short 8. And Drake Lewis, man in motion once again. And the give is to Drake around the left side. Inside the 20 he goes, banging, and inside the 15. Nice job there by Drake.
Yeah, and a nice block on that edge. There was a linebacker that blitzed, and Jade Bullock led on that. I don't know if he's a strong safety or an outside linebacker or what they call him, but he had a nice block there. And as they run Bailey Gray back in the game, hopefully Bailey can redeem himself and not give a bear hug to that blitzing linebacker this time.
3rd and about 1.5 yards to go. The ball is spotted right on the 15-yard line. So close to the first down after the scamper there by Drake Lewis. And 2 wide receivers splitting out to the right, Haney and Lewis. 2 wide receivers to the left as well. Man in motion. In the keep up the middle by Fakahua. He's to the 10, he's to the 5. He dives inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. He's got the first down, and the Redmen are in business with a 1st and goal at the 3.
You know, and all that's made possible by the good blocking on the interior line, which we've come to expect out of the Redmen over the years. Another excellent offensive line. One of the few offensive lines that hasn't been coached by Coach Dell Loveland as he retired this last year and hung it up. Coach Aaron is helping there, but also good blocks on the edge. And as much as I love offensive linemen, those are tough blocks, but the harder ones are even on the edge, and nice blocks on the edge there for the Redmen.
They'll mark it nearer to the 4-yard line, 1st and goal for the Redmen. Here's Drake Lewis in motion. Mason will keep over the right side once again. Inside the goal line he goes. Touchdown, Redmond.
Yeah, and they faked the jet on that one, but that was total counter tray as both guards pulled around, and the first guard came and kicked out. The second guard led up the hole, and Mason just followed him and outran him to the end zone. An excellent play called by Coach Bennett and the Redmen coaching staff. As the Redmen will go for 2 to try to bring the score to 14-0, as there's no difference really between 12 or 13 in the grand scheme of things in a football game.
So it will be the offense to go for 2. And Mason, out of the shotgun, sends 2 wide receivers each way in the familiar formation. It's Jade Bullock, the running back, to the right of Fakahua. Man in motion. And the give is to Garrett around the right side. He's going to be buried in the backfield, and the try is unsuccessful. So the score remains 12-0 Redmond. 2:50 left to go, third quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Buying and selling real estate is a process with many steps involved to complete a transaction. That's why ERA Realty Center in Cedar City makes it as simple and straightforward as possible with well-trained and knowledgeable professionals. To find out more about your neighborhood, your new home search, or selling your house, contact an ERA Realty Center professional. Visit online at cedarcityera.com. For buying or selling, visit ERA Realty Center at 259 West 200 North in Cedar City or call 586-2777.
Southern Utah businesses, you can reach thousands of potential clients while supporting high school sports. Students and parents love to watch and cheer on the local teams. Call Brian at 435-590-3056 at Backcountry TV for your high school sports. DVDs of Cedar High and Canyon View football games are now available for just $20. Share your memories of high school sports with family and friends by ordering your copy today. Call 435-625-1217 to order. That's 435-625-1217.
At Cedar City Motor Company, our philosophy is simple, honest, upfront pricing for you and your family. That's why we offer one low price, plain and simple, always. Listed clearly on every new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and every pre-owned vehicle. After all, the price on a vehicle shouldn't depend on your ability to negotiate. Cedar City Motor Company, a new company with a new philosophy.
Ooh, look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
In Cedar City, your local Allstate insurance agency is the Mike Haight Insurance Agency. Call 435-775-1920.
So the Redmen now lead at 12-0. 2:50 left to go here in the third quarter of play. 2 touchdowns, both of them 4-yard runs by Mason Fakahua, and 2 unsuccessful extra point tries, and the kick by Blake White-Schreibman is into and through the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, and Blake doing an excellent job there. It looked like it was definitely designed as he was kicking it away from the return man as they wanted to make sure and get that ball in the end zone. It landed right in the end zone. Not a beautiful kick, but very effective, and essentially what you want is the Redmen take the field up 12-0. We have an injury report. Travis Tate may have broken his foot. If nothing else, his foot is injured. And Gray, I can't
Bailey
remember.
Gray?
But no, not Bailey Gray. Justin Gray. I almost called him Chris, his brother's name. But Justin is on crutches and up and watching the game as the Redmen are swarming the ball. I believe that was Grant Ritchie coming in at the last minute.
Joey Agard with the carry off left tackle. He'll pick up about 2.5 yards the hard way. Very definitely. And so second, and we'll call it 2nd and 7. The ball for the Juab Wasps is on the 23-yard line. And out of the shotgun with a running back to each side is Osborne. He'll give to the running back Bowering over the right side. He'll turn it upfield for a pickup of another 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and their own version of the counter tray is they choose to hand the ball to the running back following behind those two pulling guards, one leading to the end, one leading on the end, and one leading up the hole. Not nearly as well executed for them, but effective as Bowering just kept running around the outside and got about 3 yards on that play.
3rd and 5 on the play. So when it's all said and done, only a pickup of about 2-3 yards on the play. Here's Osborne to throw. It is complete. He's got the first down. That's Bowering.
I think you're going to see them look at that one hard on whether it's they're signaling first down, but they'd like to go to Bowering on any play that they need a first down, and it's close. As you have Berenson running into the game and Brandon Johnson coming out of the game. I believe that's Brandon Johnson. Those numbers are hard to see on the sideline there.
Bobby's Upholstery first down for the Wasps, and here's the give right up the middle, banging forward for a pickup of 4 yards in a cloud of dust, and the ball carrier, I believe, was number 35, Colton Wright.
You know, I wish all of the boys had as distinctive as runs runs on and off the field as Sean Peacock, because I can pick him out every single time just by the way he runs, and I can't tell the rest of the players quite that easily. Maybe it's because I've known him and he hung out at football practice since he was 2.
So it is a 3-yard pickup when it's all said and done. 2nd and 7. Here is Osborne to pass once again, and he's dropped, and I think the ball got away as well. They're going to call it an incomplete pass.
That is interesting that they call it an
Boy, it sure looked like a loose ball.
Oh, yeah, it did. And Peacock's pretty upset there that wasn't a sack for him tonight. I don't know how you call that an incomplete pass. I think that's a fumble. Is that...
Number 67, Dan Jordan, back into the ball game on your Zions Bank substitution. No substitute for a great banking partner, whether it's personal banking, mortgage, or your small business. Zions Bank, we haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. 3rd and 7 for the Juab Wasps now, and once again out of the shotgun. We've seen a lot more of the shotgun, Cleve, in this second half. Screen pass across the middle, up for grabs, and it falls incomplete. Lucky there for the Juab Wasps.
Yeah, and that's Berenson in there that it bounced off him. I don't know how he expects to catch the ball. He's a great kid, but doesn't have great hands on the best of days, and he's got a cast on his left arm, but still disappointed that he didn't get to make the interception on that screen pass.
I still remember his big brother picking up a fumble on about the 35-yard line on the far side of the field, and smoking
his big brother
and leaking oil by the time he got to the goal line, but he made it.
Yeah, an exceptional player for even the Thunderbirds.
Yep, certainly is at that jack linebacker position. The punt is a high end-over-end punt that's going to check back toward the line of scrimmage. It will be downed at the 44-yard line of Cedar. Pretty good field position.
Really good field position on that helicopter-type punt as the line runs out there for the Redmen.
At Cedar City Motor Company, our philosophy is simple, honest, upfront pricing for you and your family. That's why we offer one low price, plain and simple, always. Listed clearly on every new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and every pre-owned vehicle. After all, the price on a vehicle shouldn't depend on your ability to negotiate. Cedar City Motor Company, a new company with a new philosophy.
Buying and selling real estate is a process with many steps involved to complete a transaction. That's why ERA Realty Center in Cedar City makes it as simple and straightforward as possible with well-trained and knowledgeable professionals. To find out more about your neighborhood, your new home search, or selling your house, contact an ERA Realty Center professional. Visit online at cedarcityera.com. For buying or selling, visit ERA Realty Center at 259 West 200 North in Cedar City or call 586-2777.
Did you miss your favorite Backcountry TV program? Don't worry, all of our local Backcountry TV shows can be watched on demand and on your computer, smartphone, tablet, or smart TV. Simply go to www.backcountrytv.net and select the program you want to watch. Backcountry TV, your local sports and entertainment station. Backcountry TV, now on demand.
Ooh, look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
In Cedar City, your local Allstate insurance agency is the Mike Haight Insurance Agency. Call 435-775-1920.
Here's Mason Fakahua in the shotgun. Man in motion is Lewis, and Fakahua will keep over the right side. A lot of room to run. He's to the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. They'll never catch him. He's going to go all the way in for the touchdown. It is a 56-yard touchdown run by Mason Fakahua. What a run.
And a great counter Trey play there. The play that the Redmen scored their last touchdown on from 3 yards, they use it from nearly 60 yards as they run now that we get a little more lead, they run the PAT team on the field, get them a little practice as Brock Beecham and Blake White-Schreibman come on the field for the Redmen with 13-1 left in the third quarter, 18-0 on your clock.
Here comes the kick by Blake White-Schreibman, a high snap, but the kick is right down the middle. It is good, and that makes it 19-0 Redmen. 13.1 seconds remain in the third quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute with the kick.
Let's face it, buying a pre-owned vehicle can be a challenge. What if you could eliminate all the risk? Where? Cedar City Motor Company. Peace of mind comes in many forms, like the fact that your pre-owned vehicle has a 7-day money-back guarantee, a 30-day exchange policy, and you get one low price, plain and simple, always. And that means a no-regret, mistake-proof car buying experience. Cedar City Motor Company. We're a new company with a new philosophy.
Ooh, look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
In Cedar City, your local Allstate insurance agency is the Mike Haight Insurance Agency. Call 435-775-1920.
Buying and selling real estate is a process with many steps involved to complete a transaction. That's why ERA Realty Center in Cedar City makes it as simple and straightforward as possible with well-trained and knowledgeable professionals. To find out more about your neighborhood, your new home search, or selling your house, contact an ERA Realty Center professional. Visit online at cedarcityera.com. For buying or selling, visit ERA Realty Center at 259 West 200 North in Cedar City or call 586-2777.
Hey, Backcountry TV, sell my stuff. Sell my stuff. Sell my stuff. If you have a garage full of stuff you don't need anymore and you want to sell or trade your stuff, we have you covered. Using your camcorder or smartphone, send us a video with the items you want to sell. Don't forget to make a sign with your name, phone number, or email address and price. Then email your video to sellmystuff@backcountrytv.net and we'll broadcast your items for free.
56 yards, Mason Fakahua on the run. And his speed is incredible once he gets on the straightaway. Here is the kick, and it's taken there by Colton Wright at the 10-yard line. He's out to the 20, 25, 30, and Colton Wright is finally brought down at about the 31, 32-yard line. And pretty excited coming off the field, the big number 73.
That's Bryce Crowley, I believe.
Bryce Crowley was 72, wasn't it?
Yeah, Bryce Crowley, number 72, sophomore, getting a chance in there on the kickoff team. You don't often see a 270-pound kid on the kickoff team, and he is still fired up on the sideline. And he is all of 270 pounds.
First and 10 for the Wasps, and they mark it right at the 30-yard line. They're going to mark him short or right at the 30. And here is the give around the right side to Bowering once again. Turns it upfield. He's across the 35-yard line, and they'll mark him at the 37. Nice 7-yard pickup there on first down for the Wasps.
Yeah, and the jet, interesting way they run that. They reverse out and hand that jet as he's running behind him. So that means with handing that jet, he's almost behind the tackle when the ball is handed to him. Real quick hitter, good for 8 yards. Reminiscent of how Coach Peacock used to run that same play when we lined up under center. Well, I'd like to say a little more frequently, but when we did line up in center, we don't ever anymore.
That is the end of the third quarter of play. We will be back in 30 seconds with the fourth and final quarter with the Redmen leading on your State Bank scoreboard 19-0.
Look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
In Cedar City, your local Allstate insurance agency is the Mike Haight Insurance Agency. Call 435-775-1920.
At Cedar City Motor Company, our philosophy is simple, honest, upfront pricing for you and your family. That's why we offer one low price, plain and simple, always. Listed clearly on every new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and every pre-owned vehicle. After all, the price on a vehicle shouldn't depend on your ability to negotiate. Cedar City Motor Company, a new company with a new philosophy.
Buying and selling real estate is a process with many steps involved to complete a transaction. That's why ERA Realty Center in Cedar City makes it as simple and straightforward as possible with well-trained and knowledgeable professionals. To find out more about your neighborhood, your new home search, or selling your house, contact an ERA Realty Center professional. Visit online at cedarcityera.com. For buying or selling, visit ERA Realty Center at 259 West 200 North in Cedar City or call 586-2777.
Did you miss your favorite Backcountry TV program? Don't worry, all of our local Backcountry TV shows can be watched on demand and on your computer, smartphone, tablet, or smart TV. Simply go to www.backcountrytv.net and select the program you want to watch. Backcountry TV, your local sports and entertainment station. Backcountry TV, now on demand.
We enter the fourth and final quarter of play. The Juab Wasps have the ball 2nd and 3 with the ball on the 42-yard line. Pass across the middle, incomplete, nearly picked off there by Derek Ball.
You know, and they keep running that little quick hitter, and they're braver than I am because it bounces off two of our guys' hands as often as it bounces off of one of their guys' hands.
Fourth quarter just underway, 19-0 Redmen on your State Bank scoreboard. And Osborne will bring the Wasps to the line with two wide receivers split out to the right, one to the left. And the jet sweep around the left side. It's number 3, Alex White. Can't find the edge. Now picks up a couple of yards on the play. He'll be very close to a first down, but I think he's going to be a yard short, Cleve.
He's going to be about a yard short as you know, he did a good job of just keep running. Just about got the edge, and they're calling it a first down.
Boy. Fourth quarter of this ball game is made possible by Midtown Tire and Auto. Regular service extends the life of your vehicle and gives you better performance and fuel efficiency. Scheduling manufacturer recommended maintenance with Midtown is an easy way to avoid costly and inconvenient breakdowns. Midtown Tire and Auto. Look for the big tire on South Main Street. Osborne up under center once again. And here's the snap, and he'll pass across the middle. Once again, incomplete, intended for Bowering, number 34. We have not, other than less than a handful of plays, Cleve, we've not given much up in the passing game today.
No,
I hate to say that because.
But just one missed coverage
I said
there.
Good coverage at halftime, and we gave up a big play.
Yeah. You know, but we're seeing Derek Ball and Caleb Weaver in there at the corners, giving some of our twos some time. Grant Ritchie, who actually starts behind Mason.
Bubble screen once again, and it's a nice pickup, so we jinxed them once again. They pick up the Bobby's Upholstery first down across midfield and into Cedar territory at the 48-yard line. The reception made there by number 3, Alex White. Gutsy move there, and he made it.
Well, that's a play that they execute really well, is that two-man little bubble screen that they run. kind of brave on their part to do it, but you know they do it quite well, so maybe they can do it again and again.
2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Out of the shotgun is the quarterback Osborne once again, now breaking to the outside, and he's going to tuck it away. He'll be caught from behind at the line of scrimmage. No gain there.
And good pursuit, even after the pass rush broke down. The Redmen continued in their pursuit, and Bailey Gray chasing him down from behind.
Number 10, Bailey Gray it is that finally catches up to him. And they'll give him about a half-yard pickup on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 9. And the ball is at the 48-yard line of Cedar. The quarterback, Riker Osborne, senior, 6'1", 165 pounds, up under center this time, looking to pass down the far sideline, and it's over the head of everyone, including his intended receiver, Dakota Snow. 3rd and 9 for Juab.
I'm trying to look. I don't think that's Caleb in there at that corner, but maybe it is. Can you get the number over there on that far corner? I can't see it from here.
Yeah, we'll try to pick that up. There's the end.
Oh, it's Luke Maggio.
It's Luke Maggio, isn't it?
Luke Maggio,
Number
yeah, it's number 8.
Here's Osborne out of the shotgun once again, looking to pass, trips to the right, fires across the middle, and it looked like it hit the ground to me, but they're going to call that a catch.
Wow. It looked to me like it hit one of his linemen with his elbow, and then it just kind of, I don't even know what you'd call that pass. It wasn't helicoptering. It wasn't floating. It wasn't spiraling. It was something. It was
Juab
moving,
with
though.
the hurry up. They got the Bobby's Upholstery first down to keep the drive alive. The give around the left side to White, and he'll turn it upfield and pick up maybe a yard on the play. Nicely strung out there by the Cedar defense.
Yeah, and the counter tray going to that slot back, coming back from the outside in old-fashioned kind of a spread option look, as they pulled both their guards around and tried to make some room over there. Not much, as the Redmen did a good job up front in making him, or by getting penetration and making him run further into his backfield, and then stringing it out along the outside until we got pursuit there.
Out of the gun once again is Osborne with a man in motion, and he's straight back to pass, fires it, had to get rid of it quickly on the screen. It didn't have time to set up, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, and a nice play by Jade Bullock, stuffing that one out and getting a block basically on the offense player that was trying to block him, and so he was able to knock the pass down. We have a timeout signaled, and I think it's a referee timeout, as they are questioning the time on the clock.
9:10 is what it says on the Gem Awards clock.
And Jordan Oswald runs to this side and holds up his hands, and I hope Coach Davidson can see him a lot better.
9:20 is what he says.
You got it?
And 9:20, they will make that change. Juab is at the line, and 9:20 is in fact set on the clock. Juab trying to hurry up, but they've got nowhere to go just yet, as the referees correct the situation on the clock.
Hurry up and wait situation.
19-0 Cedar on your State Bank scoreboard. Up under center is Osborne, and here is Osborne in the backfield, and he's going to be dropped for a big loss. Who got through there?
I believe that's
number 55.
That's Quade Murray there
Quade
on that
Murray.
sack.
And they're going to mark his forward progress at the 40-yard line, but that's still a loss of 6 yards on the play.
Yeah, and they run on their special team, so I'm looking to see a punt as you have Garrett and Maggio back there to receive the kick.
They'll stand on about the 5, well, it'll be the 10-yard line, won't it?
Yeah.
Just inside the 10.
It'll be interesting to see if they actually punt it or if it's some sort of fake. It's good time of the season to practice your fakes.
Max Gurney standing in his own territory at the 48-yard line, angles it to the near sideline. It looks like it's going to hit at the 1, and it is
carried into the end zone
for a touchback.
If he throws it back to his own guy, then it's down at the 1, because he caught it at definitely the 1.
And his momentum carried him into the end zone.
Yep. Not just having the presence of mind just to toss it back to one of his many other guys that were there, as the Red Men will take over the ball on the 20-yard line with 8:24 left in the fourth quarter.
Ooh, look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
In Cedar City, your local Allstate insurance agency is the Mike Haight Insurance Agency. Call 435-775-1920.
So we all know that a salesperson's job is to generally do one thing, sell. Here's a thought. At Cedar City Motor Company, our product specialists are paid to help you find the right vehicle, not just the one that makes them the most money. Whether you buy a $3,000 car or a $50,000 truck, our product specialists get paid the same amount. We believe in one low price, plain and simple, always. Find the right vehicle at a price that isn't dependent upon your ability to negotiate. We're a new company with a new philosophy.
Buying and selling real estate is a process with many steps involved to complete a transaction. That's why ERA Realty Center in Cedar City makes it as simple and straightforward as possible with well-trained and knowledgeable professionals. To find out more about your neighborhood, your new home search, or selling your house, contact an ERA Realty Center professional. Visit online at cedarcityera.com. For buying or selling, visit ERA Realty Center at 259 West 200 North in Cedar City or call 586-2777.
Hey, Backcountry TV, sell my stuff. Sell my stuff. Sell my stuff. If you have a garage full of stuff you don't need anymore and you want to sell or trade your stuff, we have you covered. Using your camcorder or smartphone, send us a video with the items you want to sell. Don't forget to make a sign with your name, phone number, or email address and price. Then email your video to sellmystuff@backcountrytv.net and we'll broadcast your items for free.
So all red in at a running back. It is 1st and 10 for the Redmen at the 20-yard line. They lead it 19-0. 8 minutes, 24 seconds remain on your Gem Awards clock in this ball game. Derek Ball will split out to the left. It will be Haney, Lewis, and one other wide receiver split out to the right. We'll get that for you. Here's Fakahua in the backfield. He is being pursued. He cuts upfield. He's got a 5-yard pickup. Penalty flag comes in. That's going to be on the far sideline on the coaching staff.
Yeah, it's going to be a sideline warning. They're a little happy tonight. I remember the good old days when the coach used to be able to stand out on the field. And now if they run anybody on the sideline, it's a sideline warning for the first one. It's supposed to be if you make contact, it's unsportsmanlike on the first one, but they've generally been pretty generous and only made it a sideline warning.
So Fakahua on the carry takes it out to the 27-yard line. That is about 3 yards shy of the first down, so a pickup of 7 on a play that was really a busted play and something out of nothing there. Mason is in the shotgun position, of course. 2 wide receivers out to the right, 2 to the left, and the ball marked on the near hash. And here's Mason with the give to Garrett. He is upfield. He's got the first down to the 40-yard line, and out to the 43-yard line is Braden Garrett on a great carry there with a first down and plenty more.
Nice blocking for the Red Men up there on the front, getting that jet out there. And even a better run, a great blocks by that offensive line, and even a better run by Garrett.
They'll mark the ball at the 43-yard line. Heck, I'm going to call it the 44, Cleve. 1st and 10 for the Redmen. And 19-0 is your State Bank score with the Redmen on the good side of that. 2 wide receivers split out to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Mason barking out the signals, sends a man in motion, and he'll keep it after faking the jet sweep. He's across midfield to the 50, to the 45 he goes, and finally brought down by number 2, Joey Agar.
You know, and Mason losing his footing there at about 7 yards, regaining a step or 2 and getting out about 11-yard gain on that run.
Another Bobby's Upholstery first down for Mason Fakahua and the Redmen, and it's going to be marked right at the 45-yard line of Juab. 1st and 10 for the Redmen. leading it 19-0 with 6:38 and counting left to go on your Gem Awards clock. It'll be Haney, Garrett, and Drake Lewis split out to the right. And to the near side, it's Derek Ball. Here's the snap and the give to the running back. That is Jade Bullock, and he is inside the 40-yard line to the 38. Pickup of 7 or 8 yards.
Yeah, and Jade playing that fullback a lot tonight as Maurer has an injury to his foot. Travis Tate may have a broken foot. And Marcus Johnson, who also plays there, injuring his knee last night. And so essentially Jade, the number 4 fullback, coming into the game.
Second and about 2.5 yards to go for the first down. Here's Mason with 2 wide receivers split to the near side, the short side of the field. The man in motion is Drake Lewis. Here is the fake to Drake, and Mason will keep it. He's got the first down. He's to the 30-yard line, 25-20. Nobody to catch him. He'll go in all the way for the touchdown, the speedster, and a strong runner as well. Mason Fakahua with a touchdown run of, what was it?
40 yards?
40 yards, 41 yards or so.
Yeah, well over 100 yards rushing for him tonight, I think we can safely say. But on that speed option, fake the jet coming this way, went speed option the other way, and Mason's supposed to run around the edge, but he just saw a seam right up there behind the tackle, and he turned, went north and south, and Jade, his pitch man, never got close to him.
The kick by Blake White-Schreibman is good, and that makes it 26-0 Cedar. We'll be back in 1 minute with the kick.
Buying and selling real estate is a process with many steps involved to complete a transaction. That's why ERA Realty Center in Cedar City makes it as simple and straightforward as possible with well-trained and knowledgeable professionals. To find out more about your neighborhood, your new home search, or selling your house, contact an ERA Realty Center professional. Visit online at cedarcityera.com. For buying or selling, visit ERA Realty Center at 259 West 200 North in Cedar City or call 586-2777.
Hey, Backcountry TV, sell my stuff. Sell my stuff. Sell my stuff. If you have a garage full of stuff you don't need anymore and you want to sell or trade your stuff, we have you covered. Using your camcorder or smartphone, send us a video with the items you want to sell. Don't forget to make a sign with your name, phone number, or email address and price. Then email your video to sellmystuff@backcountrytv.net and we'll broadcast your items for free.
Let's face it, buying a pre-owned vehicle can be a challenge. What if you could eliminate all the risk? Where? Cedar City Motor Company. Peace of mind comes in many forms, like the fact that your pre-owned vehicle has a 7-day money-back guarantee, a 30-day exchange policy, and you get one low price, plain and simple, always. And that means a no-regret, mistake-proof car buying experience. Cedar City Motor Company. We're a new company with a new philosophy.
Ooh, look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
In Cedar City, your local Allstate insurance agency is the Mike Haight Insurance Agency. Call 435-775-1920.
26-0 Redmond as Blake White-Schreibman tees it up to kick it away once again. And here is the kick, a short end-over-end kick this time that's going to hit at about the 20. Check back toward the line of scrimmage, and all they can do is fall on it. And it's going to be Juab ball at about the 23.
Almost an unintentional onside
kick there, yeah.
It doesn't quite get covered as the Red Men are running some other players in the game. Brock Beecham coming in and playing some defense for the Red Men. Grant Ritchie playing out here on this corner. Number 1, that's Carter Robinson for the Red Men. I can't see the number on the other side. I think that's still Maggio on the other side.
Here is rolling out to his right, Riker Osborne. He's stuck there, and he's going to be caught from behind and thrown for a sack. The ball actually got loose, didn't it? And Cedar has it. I watched Osborne go down, but he left the ball behind.
Yeah, he left it and it rolled back, and the Redmen looking to score again, looking to build some momentum as the Redmen are going into region play, and a very tough opening game at Desert Hills, as you mentioned, the #1 ranked 3AA team in the state.
Mason Fakahua and the offense back out on the field with a short field it is at the 15-yard line on the fumble recovery. That's the first takeaway of the ball game. And it comes with Cedar leading it 26-0, 5.5 minutes remain in the ball game on your GEM Awards clock and State Bank scoreboard. Here's Mason Fakahua with Jade Bullock to his right, fires to his right. It is caught there at the 5-yard line, getting away and into the end zone for the touchdown. That is Drake Lewis.
I don't know if it's number 9 or number 3. That's a hard.
That could be Garrett. Tough numbers to read on a black background. And
I think we'll ask the Cedar coaches sitting here by it.
That was Drake on the reception, so we had it right the first time. And here's Blake White-Schreibman in again. He's going to have to ice his foot after tonight. Here's the kick right through the uprights and good. And it is 33-0. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Best looking kick tonight for Blake.
Yeah, good looking kick there. 33-0 Redmond. 5:20 left to go. We'll be back.
At Cedar City Motor Company, our philosophy is simple: honest, upfront pricing for you and your family. That's why we offer one low price, plain and simple, always. Listed clearly on every new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and every pre-owned vehicle. After all, the price on a vehicle shouldn't depend on your ability to negotiate. Cedar City Motor Company, a new company with a new philosophy.
Buying and selling real estate is a process with many steps involved to complete a transaction. That's why ERA Realty Center in Cedar City makes it as simple and straightforward as possible with well-trained and knowledgeable professionals. To find out more about your neighborhood, your new home search, or selling your house, contact an ERA Realty Center professional. Visit online at cedarcityera.com. For buying or selling, visit ERA Realty Center at 259 West 200 North in Cedar City or call 586-2777.
Ooh, look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
In Cedar City, your local Allstate insurance agency is the Mike Haight Insurance Agency. Call 435-775-1920.
Backcountry TV brings you the hard-hitting action of high school sports. Join us for all the play-by-play action as we spotlight our student athletes on the gridiron. Backcountry TV and Cherry Creek Radio cover all the live action on game night with playback of all the action every Tuesday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Watch the Cedar Redmond play on Tuesday at 7 with the action of the Canyon View Falcons on Wednesday at 7. Home or away, Backcountry TV will bring you the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Redmond Falcons on Backcountry TV.
$33-0. The Redmond lead it. And here's Blake White-Schreibman to kick off once again. Low end-over-end kick is going to be fielded at the 5. Out to the 10, 15, 20, 25, to the 30-yard line. Out to the 35, to the 36, 37-yard line goes the ball carrier.
You know, and the Redmen have had good coverage, but they really haven't made great tackles as they have had the ball brought back on them several times out past the 30-yard line.
Alex White, the ball carrier. And it is now 33-0. Cedar leading it. And Juab offense back out onto the field. And I think this is the first time we've seen McCrae Stevens, #1 for the Wasps as well. So a few Zions Bank substitutions for the Wasps. Up under center is Riker Osborne. And that's a new quarterback as well. And he will hand off. The ball carrier is Joey Agard. And the new quarterback is Easton Wright, a sophomore, 5'10", 160 pounds, #12.
And he played well last night in the JV game as he led led Juab to victory.
Nice 9-yard pickup there by Agard on the carry, and so some of the subs are going to get some action here for Juab as well. 3 wide receivers split out to the right, and here is number 12 Wright up under center, back to pass, fires it across the middle, complete at midfield. He's got the first down, and into Cedar territory he comes, and a penalty flag comes in late in the play.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what that penalty flag is out there.
Number 15, Austin Elsmore, was the receiver, and the completion gives Juab a first down. Well, we'll have to wait for the indication here, Cleve. Personal foul, hit to the head, helmet-to-helmet contact, and that's going to be 15 more yards after the pickup there. That's going to move it well into Cedar territory all the way down to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and the second best play of the night, basically, as far as offensive gain for Juab, is they had the one broken coverage play that went for about 35 yards.
Easton Wright once again up under center, and the give to Agard off left tackle. He's broken 2-3 different tackles, and he's got another 9-yard pickup.
Yeah, as we're seeing right there, Coach Bennett wisely playing some of his number 2s, because you need those guys in practice, and attitude is everything. You got to get a good push. Some more substitutions coming off the field for the
aforementioned Bryce Crowley into the ball game, taking up quite a bit of space on the left side of that defensive line. And here is the give on the end around, and stumbling and falling to the ground is number 35.
Yeah,
that's right.
And the Redmen
Colt
just rushing so hard, they basically just pushed the offensive line into the backfield and making that tackle by knocking the running back for Juab off his feet.
Absolutely correct. And they're going to mark the ball at the 33-yard line. 2 wide receivers split each way, but up under center still is the quarterback, Easton Wright. Wright with the snap, back to pass, fires, and it is caught and in plenty of territory, and a late penalty flag comes in. That's going to be a late hit or a helmet-to-helmet contact once again.
Contact. That's one, you're going to see quite a bit as you have Lotta and Jensen in there playing, or Ezra Lotta in there playing on defense for the Redmen. But, there's a lot of unsportsmanlike conduct plays that you can fault a team for, but that helmet-to-helmet contact is just basically a judgment call on the referees and a little bit of excitement on those guys getting into the game. And it's all right if we give up a score here. As you hear a few boos, smattering of boos coming out of the stands for the Redmen as Juab lines up under center with twins each way. And it's a handoff over the left-hand side.
That's Agard once again, and he'll get inside the 5-yard line, close to the goal.
Looked like he was going to get there, but
it's
then
going to be a first and goal for
pushed him back.
Juab. Yep.
As Bryce Crowley comes out, and Dax Hershey goes on. Jade Bullock out there to signal in the plays for the Redmen, being the leader of the defense for the Redmen this year.
Ibach's now behind Wright. And the snap of the ball and the give to the second man through, number 3, it is Alex White. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage for little or no gain. It's going to bring up he did pick up. They're going to give him about 1.5 yards on the play. It looks like they'll spot it inside the 3 at about the 2-yard line.
And I thought he actually was hit in the backfield. And
sure looked like to me.
The fact that he was given yardage on that is kind of puzzling to me as the Redmen try to complete the shutout tonight on Juab.
1:47 left to go in the ball game on your Gem Awards clock. Here is Easton Wright once again up under center. And the give to the first man through this time, and he'll bowl his way close to the end zone. They're going to call it a touchdown. The far side line judge says touchdown it is. So the Juab Wasps have scored for the first time tonight, and it comes with 134 left in the ball game. 33-6, and the extra point coming.
And a little disheartening for some of the seniors and the starters to give up on their shutout. But, you know, showing maturity on Coach Bennett's part, not running the starters back out there and giving his number twos a chance and showing some confidence in them, even if they don't live up that confidence. With 1:34 left in the game, Juab lines up to kick a PAT. It's a bad snap, flag on the play. The quarterback, or the snap, the holder throws a Hail Mary into the end zone, and it is incomplete.
Yep, actually caught by a Cedar player beyond the end zone. And a penalty flag, though, right in the middle of the field.
2 of them.
Illegal man downfield, it looks like, is going to be
the second one.
And that's going to be it. 33-6 is your score with 1.5 minutes left. We'll be back in 1 minute with the kickoff.
At Cedar City Motor Company, our philosophy is simple: honest, upfront pricing for you and your family. That's why we offer one low price, plain and simple, always. Listed clearly on every new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and every pre-owned vehicle. After all, the price on a vehicle shouldn't depend on your ability to negotiate. Cedar City Motor Company, a new company with a new philosophy.
Ooh, look at those toys.
Insurance must be expensive.
Nah.
I bet he's got an Allstate agent. They can save you up to 30% more by bundling your policies.
Well, his dog's stupid.
Poodles are one of the world's smartest breeds. Bundle and save with an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
In Cedar City, your local Allstate insurance agency is the Mike Haight Insurance Agency. Call 435-775-1920.
Buying and selling real estate is a process with many steps involved to complete a transaction. That's why ERA Realty Center in Cedar City makes it as simple and straightforward as possible with well-trained and knowledgeable professionals. To find out more about your neighborhood, your new home search, or selling your house, contact an ERA Realty Center professional. Visit online at cedarcityera.com. For buying or selling, visit ERA Realty Center at 259 West 200 North in Cedar City or call 586-2777.
Southern Utah businesses, you can reach thousands of potential clients while supporting high school sports. Students and parents love to watch and cheer on the local teams. Call Brian at 435-590-3056 at Backcountry TV for your high school sports. DVDs of Cedar High and Canyon View football games are now available for just $20. Share your memories of high school sports with family and friends by ordering your copy today. Call 435-625-1217 to order. That's 435-625-1217.
Let's give you the look ahead, brought to you by the Family Roots Expo. Looking ahead is great, but sometimes it's more rewarding to look behind. And the Family Roots Expo will help you do that October 28th and 29th in the Dixie Convention Center, featuring 4 keynote speakers, 50-plus classes for beginners, and a concert featuring Alex Boyer. Visit FamilyRootsExpo.com. Here is the kick, and it will be taken at the 15-yard line. 20, 25, 30, turning the corner to the 35, 40-yard line, and finally brought down is number 16. That's
Zach
Ragsdale.
Yeah, nice run there by Zach. Wisely holding on the ball with both hands when he got heavy contact made to him, and he's rewarded by running back out on the field.
He'll go right back out on the field.
Play a little offense.
1st and 10 for the Redmen with the ball on the 42-yard line of Cedar. And number 47, another Zions Bank.
That's Dax Hershey.
Dax Hershey back out on the field.
And let's hope Mike Anker fares a little better at quarterback tonight than he did last night. I think he had, I can't say it. There's so many turnovers, I don't want to say it out loud.
Here's Mike, and he'll give on the handoff. That is Fakahua. And he is stacked up short of the line of scrimmage for a loss of about 3 yards. Drake Fakahua, sophomore, 5'8", 205 pounds. Mike Anker in at quarterback.
And Ryler Allred checks in at the running back.
2 wide receivers split out to the far right. Dax Hershey among them. And a wide receiver split to the left side as well. And it looks like we've got to readjust the clock again. Perhaps no, the clock is running. 47 seconds remain. And they're going to let it run just a little bit more. 40 seconds. Penalty flag goes up. And here is Anker around the left side.
Couple penalty flags on that one.
Another penalty, one penalty flag comes in right at the snap of the ball, right in front of the Cedar sideline, and one comes in right at the end of the play as well.
Yeah, and Kobe Nelson checks into the game now for the Redmen, and we should see, I doubt the referees will get too excited about setting the ball, so this should be the last play of the ball game as the Redmen in the commanding lead situation as they head to Desert Hills comes here next week.
2nd and 13 for the Redmen with the ball at the 40-yard line for now. And still a lot of discussion. And here comes the signal. Illegal procedure on Cedar, and that is refused. A personal foul chop block on Cedar, and that one will be enforced, a 15-yard mark-off.
Yeah, and you hate to see that. Even, you know, the number 2's getting excited. That's the kind of play that injures a player. That's also the kind of thing that leads to a poor reputation for us as a program.
3 wide receivers stacked out to the right, and it's Mike Anchor in the shotgun position. And 25 seconds and counting on your Gem Awards clock. 33-6 is the State Bank score. Cedar in the lead, and looking to wrap this one up. This could be the final play of the ball game. There's the snap to Anchor, and the give to the running back. Is that Fakahua once again? He's out across the left side, across the 35, across the 40. That's actually
number 35, Colton Ryan.
And that's the ball game as Dave Stedner holds the ball above his head and the clock expires.
33-6, the Redmen get it done tonight against the Juab Wasps in the final tune-up before region play begins next week.